Hi guys. Hopefully you can hear me. Please let me know if you can hear me. It's late at night. I gotta be quiet. It's late night. Sup, Cat Marine, dude? Well, thanks, Afra. You are beautiful. Yeah, hi Chanel. I can hear you too. We're chilling. We're vibing. Okay? It's late night. I got some candles lit. I'm keeping it down. I had to get grounded. I had to get chained back up. I came on unchained the last 2 days. We're doing so much reading. Okay? Maybe we can talk about things like Saturn retrograde, Saturn return for some of you, the younger viewers, right? What does that all mean? Are you stepping into the knowledge of the esoteric, the eclectic, the unseen, the intangible? Okay? It's cool. It's cool if you are. It can be scary at first. You might have trouble sleeping, like Afra or me. You might have some of your ascension systems. But let's use this time. We can turn our problems into stepping stones. We can always build on our strengths. And I'm here in full Queen of Wands fashion to be like, I'm here for you guys. You can come in here and chat, not have to worry about the dramas, right? We'll see who comes late at night. Thank you. Hi, Chanel. Hi, Afra. Hi, LOL. I call you LOL. I caught myself laughing out loud a little bit the other time. So turn that frown upside down. See? I got a new tarot deck today, so I'm excited so I couldn't sleep. This one is about the Akash, right? The inner golden light, right? The Hall of Records, they call it. The Akash. Lee Carroll speaks about it a lot in the channelings of Cryon. And that's a little bit heavy duty. That's a little bit out there for most. It had its time, and it's based in magnetic auric fields of Gaia, so it's legit. It's just its presentment took many years of refining. Did you like it, Afra? That's cool. Afra, my heart energy and my mindset is with you, and this is the card that came out for you, Afra. Right? Uriel and the Sphinx. It reminds me of the little kid in the never-ending story who's on his way to save the ivory tower and the childlike empress from the nothing. It was a test of courage, and it was a test of faith. Afra, what's testing your faith? How are you doing in your little faith pop quizzes? Sorry if you didn't get the reference. It was a movie. But how are you doing in your faith? Okay, how are you doing in your little, when you come in and faith says, I'm going to give you a pop quiz. Pop, pop, pop. Popcorn. I still have a little popcorn in because I was watching movies with my people, right? And then now it's time to take it easy, to chill out. You remember the scene, LOL, where he's like running through and the Sphinx's eyes are like slowly opening up and he knows he's about to get roasted? But he's like, there's too much riding on this. There's too much I have left to prove to myself. There's too much good I have left to contribute back to the world. So no matter what price I think I might have to pay for, maybe thinking about tarot, thinking about astrology, it takes time. And we're all students, right? We're all students. It's called The Never-Ending Story, Afro Princess. And it's about the nothing that comes to this imaginary place. Actually, no, it's not even about this. It's about a kid who lost his mom when he was really young. And he's trying to cope as he has to go to school. And the pressures of the world were unrelenting on the little boy that lost his mom. And what happened is one day he skipped out. He played hooky because he went and saw this old creepy dude and got a book called The Never Ending Story from an old bookstore down in the city, in downtown, right? What's a little kid doing in downtown in the big city? And so he skipped out and he played hooky and he started reading this book. And without any spoilers, he develops into the protagonist within the story, but the protagonist has a direct connection with him. He becomes immersed in the book. The book becomes his journey. And his name was Sebastian. And eventually Sebastian gets pulled into the book and realizes that he's creating it because he's reading it. And it's just like the Akash and how our life occurs in a way because we wrote it, sillies. We were there. We helped create it, right? The King of the Roses and that karmic trench. Maybe life needs a little elbow grease sometimes, right? Maybe you remember Michael Richards says, sometimes the floors are dirty. A mop isn't enough to clean it all off. You got to get down there with the small brush and you got to really dig in the elbow grease to get it out, right? And then there could come a point where you stand up and you throw the brush away and you're like, these floors are dirty as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. Doesn't matter how you're compensating me to clean them or what you're telling me of why I need to clean them. I'm done. Some of these stains go too deep, right? And we have seen people in our lives that have done that's happened to. So what is the pop quiz of faith for you, Afra? What is it? We just don't know. Oh, Chanel, I'm so happy that you're here. So happy that you're here. You brighten my day when you're here. And thanks for clicking right in at the start. We started vibing in the morning. We were on the beach and we were all waking up from the tarot party the night before. I won't tell the story of the elephant again, but we woke up and we were vibing and I was connecting with Chad and it was so nice to be there talking to everybody without thinking I have to read live tarot. So I don't have to, but I want to. Sometimes I get unchained. I come off the hook. And then we had our regular program today. And we read for somebody it was their birthday today. Dusty Blue, it was his birthday. And I never did go in and tell Dusty Blue, hey, bud, he shares his birthday with a very Ferdinand Magellan, one of the most famous explorers of all time. And that's what we're doing. We're exploring. We're kicking it live in Taurus season. But now it's dreamy time where I'm at. It's I got to dim down. Yeah, LOL. Come outside yourself. You can watch. It's you ever watch a NASA channel or a live feed of the world just spinning? That's actually a pretty cool vibe if you need something to look at. Sometimes you can just turn on some chill music or a little side trance and get into the gap. Or sometimes even the silence, pure silence is best, right? I'm the one they call Noren. Hi, Afra. I'm the one they call Noren. And I'm a mechanic on a Palladian spaceship. I fix the frameshift drive if it ever goes down. That's what I do. We're light workers, right? It allows the channel to come through and a nice bridge, a nice message of benevolence and peace. Yeah, throw an I in there. Norrin, Noren. That's what they call me. Oh, stop doing that? Sorry, I'll stop. Does it make your kitty go crazy when I wave my hand across there? It is. It's probably a nervous tendency. I get. It's not easy to present, when people are here. We're hanging out. I'm seriously going to look at the on-air hangout thing so that I can share the sage time with Robert or anybody else that wants to co-host. Okay? Yeah. And it's just us chilling. I know. But it's like I got into this because I got really excited. I have this romance going with the live stream. I YouTube for years and never did this. I didn't know what it was all about. Right? It's tough to relax into it sometimes. It really is. And like sometimes my job takes me to places where I like have to go to like a dinner banquet and like get poured wine and stuff for me. And I'm always just like, I'm the kind of guy where it's like I was a farm kid. So I'm like, yep, take my hat off and pour me a beer. Can I have a hamburger even though it's dinner time, or do I have to have steak, right? Or can I just have a salad? Yeah, that's right, Chanel. It's Noren. That's right. Um, Try to open a card for what you feel for me. Here, it's Norri. Okay, and let's be here together. Let's feel. I hope if you do you guys know how to turn on the dark YouTube? For me, it's really nice because it's not as bright in here right now. I got a little candle to help me out, right? It's good. I'm gonna stop doing that. Okay. You never heard that before. Oh, okay. It's all right. It's a pen name, okay? LOL, it's a pen name. And the name was penned originally, I think it was like the Fantastic Four, number 49, back in the late 70s. And with all the Marvel hype right now, and the Endgame and the Avengers and all that, I'm the character that didn't get written in due to copyright laws. Noren Rad, was the original name or the alias for the one known as the Silver Surfer. But his rights, Marvel sold his rights to Fox, right? But it's a pen name because it's a beautiful name. There's things out there beautiful. And I want to protect your privacy and my privacy because we're just chilling here. And I think everybody here is really great, but you never know. I'm hearing all about trolls and people coming in, and you got to be safe because it's 2019, right? Safety's paramount, right? Paramount. Tell you, LOL. I was old enough that when I was, of hype age, like 10, 11 years old, we got the Endgame comic book. It was called The Infinity Gauntlet, and I read the book 50, 60 I read the comic series 60 times. I don't have to worry about spoilers or wondering how the movie is going to play out because I read it. And I saved the information in here because it was so impactful for 30 years. It's great, don't get me wrong, to see it come alive on the big screen, but I know what happens. Hi, Rosie Rodriguez. How are you? Rosie, we're just admitting people into the club tonight just for a safe space to come and hang out. We're being a little bit quiet, and yeah, everybody's tired. So we're not really even jamming to like hardcore readings. We're going to pull one more card to see how Afra feels about me. Okay? What does Afra feel about me? Okay? What we got here? I got a better look at it. Paths unknown, right? We're journeying. But we're here at a crossroads. We're here at a place, a clearing in the woods, whether you were going down a path and maybe the forest got a little thick and you couldn't see your way, and you came to this clearing, and you got to the clearing and you realized, hey, there's a beach right there. My path, I'm 3 of Wands. I ended up at the coast. How did I do that? And there's everybody at the beach fire and watching the full moon while the low tide rolls out, and we're having elemental fun in the ether. We're doing that. That was your card about how you feel about me, because that's what you asked. Paths unknown. It's okay. You're here now. eventually you'll continue on your path, but you're fine to stay with us a while, right? Just like the littlest hobo said. And you know what? The hobo song we were playing earlier today, it's a Canadian thing, but the AI picked it up. And they said, you can use it. This was a different one, but they're like, but you have to share with the creator. And I was like, I can get down with that. I can share with the creator. Hi, Jesse. Hi. Exercising my hands. I've got these I got Norse blood and I got thick tendons in my hand, and I have to get grafting done on my grafting done on my forearms to release the pull of my hands, because I hold a hammer all day sometimes too, and my hands get like a bit of carpal tunnel or arthritis, and I need them to read cards. Maybe I won't have to swing a hammer all my life. Maybe this is my other tool. Sometimes when I'm working in the cars in the garage, or I have a project going in the garage and I got all my tools laid out, I will just as symbolically, I'll take my tarot deck, usually this one, the 78er, right? And I'll put it in my toolbox symbolically or for ritual. So it goes hammer, screwdriver, pliers, tarot deck. It's just a tool, right? It's just a tool. We're the oracles. We're the sources of light, right? They're cracking down on challenges with multiple strikes. Oh, okay. Thanks for that, LOL. I appreciate that. We're good. This channel has no community strikes or copyright strikes at all. We're in the clear. We're small enough that we fly under the radar. And when I get a warning from the YouTube team, I delete the live stream for that day, which kind of sucks for anybody that had to go back to find their reading. But for the most part, it's been pretty good. It was just yesterday. I wanted to sort of test my limits and push the boundaries on that. So I'm going to be pretty careful. So I started like the music here. This is all free background for YouTubers, for creators, and I'm appreciative that somebody did that did this music. Thanks, creator, to whoever created that. I appreciate you. Okay. Hi, whoever you are. Surabhi, Shashi, welcome back to the beach party. Welcome back to the Zen garden. It's nighttime here. It's nighttime here, so we're taking it easy. We're slowing our roll, so to speak. Okay, and we're connecting again, like we did this morning with Jesse and everybody that stopped by while we were feeding the elephant. Okay, the elephant in the room, right? I'm just a skinny white kid in the room. I'm not an elephant, not anymore. Elephant was me for a little while today. 9 p.m. here and still bright, of course. It's Alaska. Must be beautiful. The sky is a reflection of you at sunset. How beautiful you are, Jesse. Hi, Ashima. Beautiful names coming in here. Shashi and Ashima. I appreciate you just for coming, just for stopping by. You can definitely reach out and hit the bell button, because the Legends of Tarot program runs daily, almost without fail. Sometimes I can't do it every day, but that's when we get into the live tarot. And Ashima and Shashi, I'm gonna write your names down into the club, okay? So that if you do decide you want to come along with our little tribe and meet in the clearing in the woods and hang out and vibe with us, it's good vibing, then you can do it. We can help, right? That kind of thing. LOL, you're not wrong. It's okay. Sorry, Afra, I'm still waving at everybody, but I got to wave to the new people coming in. Thank them for being here. We're just a little tribe. We're flying under the radar. We're like, they haven't picked us up on their infrared scanners yet, because we're using the Force. There's a full moon coming on Star Wars Day. May the 4th full moon. Sorry, May the 4th, new moon, right? We can make some stuff happen for us in the next couple days. For everybody here, it's a special secret message. Use the 28th and the 29th to preset some intentions for the May full or for the May new moon. Get them in there while Saturn's still retrograde. Stand up and say, like we did with Afra, these floors are dirty as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore. And so we can set some intentions to get out of any ruts that we're sitting in. This is like Source telling us on the 28th and 29th, here, you guys, take the wheel for a little bit. You know what? God is your co-pilot. Source is your co-pilot. Co-create with Source. Oh, Eddie, hi. I'm so glad you're awake and here. Everyone, Eddie Murphy, and not the we got McDonald's hamburgers. For those of you that remember the old Eddie Murphy stand-up, this is Edie Murphy. Hi, yeah, exactly, Edie. Thank you for the phonogenetic spelling. That's a language I speak. Hi, Edie. And Edie was the one that is going to allow us to play her version of the WKRP theme song so that we don't have to worry about copyright. Because she played it beautifully. I think it was a mandolin that you played it on. And that touched my heart, Edie, when I came across your video the other day. And you can post a link in the chat if you will. It's fine here. We're a happy community. And I've been torturing these guys with the WKRP theme song, not your version, the original version, because every time I have to go for a little rest or a drink of water, or I just want to dance out a little bit, I was putting it on. It was like, baby, if you ever wondered whatever became of me. I'm living on the air in Cincinnati, WKRP. Got kinda tired of packing and unpacking, town to town, up and down the dial. Baby, you and me were never meant to be. Just maybe think of me once in a while. Yeah, and that's how it was going, because I had such a romance going on with that theme song for a few days, because WKRP was a show from my childhood. How could I not? It's in there. It's in my brain. And I allowed it to be in there, and I'm okay with it. It's about what you allow in these next couple days, too. We're in this nurturing time of Taurus. And Edie, I'm not sure, but we're very esoteric here. This is our little corner of the matrix where we hang out and we share love. And lots of these people are very intuitive and esoteric, and we play tarot cards with each other. See, I just have to be careful how I do that. It's different lighting for me at nighttime. Maybe I have to go. Maybe I can't do it with this deck. Emperor and Two of Wands. Okay, that's what's coming up. Hope I don't burn my arm hair off on the candle. Right? What's up with it? What's up, Aries? So what's up, Aries? You know, are you loosening your grip a little bit? Has Ferdinand Magellan, Taurus the Bull, kind of came in and give you a bunt and said, hey, so that's enough control. It's enough dictatorship. Saturn lost sight of Pluto the other day. Saturn was like, see you later. Time, space, the esoteric, the inner peace of darkness and the under. Pluto, its ruler, was like, peace out, Saturn. Set my people free. I'm ditching you right now. Okay, so some of the signs are going through a tough time. Aries included, but Aries is kind of sleepy right now, and that's okay. But if you got a Leo or a Sag, you know, if you want to cross-watch in on Leo and Sag, that's tricky right now. My big hugs to those guys, right? And a lot coming up with Cancer. We were chirping Cancer today, like full chirp, okay? Hi, Izza. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for being here. This is a connection night. This is a late night of Kosh. I love you too, Afra. I love you too. Thank you for being here. And let's let that reciprocated love. Let's take a minute. Let it flow out of the river, the ether of mankind and the flowers of Gaia that we each are. We can be flowers together. One flower doesn't have to be prettier than the other one, because they're all flowers, right? Maybe we even have the same roots. Some of us might not, but some of us might. And that's okay, right? It's about them roots. Yeah, float like a butterfly. And read tarot like a bee. Or do whatever you want to do, but just be. Okay, that was Muhammad Ali's motto. And he knocked some people on their asses. Okay, that's how that went down. Till Joe Frazier came up and popped him a cold one. If you're a boxing fan, you know. But I know I'm in the wrong. I'm in the wrong spot here, right? And the buzz. Buzzing's fun too. Anybody remember the Adam Sandler stuff where he's like, "Hey homie, what's up, buddy?" Or, "I'm not your pal, friend. I'm not your homie, dude. I'm not your dude, buddy. Buddy, I'm buzzing, buddy." Right? That used to get us rolling in the streets. I'd have to pull my truck off to the side of the road. I'd be peeing my pants, laughing so goddamn hard at Adam Sandler, right? And at Eddie Murphy too. I remember Eddie Murphy getting up in the middle of Raw and telling the story where he's like, "We got McDonald's hamburgers, and you ain't got shit. You ain't got none." Right? It's fun. Okay, Afra, you sleepy? Have a little nap. I love your microdot there. You look so beautiful today. Everybody here is so beautiful. Okay, Chanel C, Jesse Q, Backbones of the Tribe, Inner Circle Campfire stuff. We got 11 people hanging out here. We're not even really pulling cards. We're just vibing. Thanks, Eddie Murphy, for being here. We like to keep it on the lighter side of things. We don't get all serious about it because we can't. We're more beautiful than that, right? Yeah, we are. Good night, Afra. It's okay if I wave my hand now. It must be messing with your kitty. Hopefully your kitty doesn't get too messed up. But set your device. Let Fido and Mr. Kitty, come in and listen to me. Because I got things I want to say to them too, right? It's a big part of it. It's Legends of Tarot. The program's over. We're vibing. But it's still the same rule applies. It's cool kids. It's just us cool kids only, right? Only for tough guys, right? Oh, you're already here. You're in the chat room, man. You're in the chat room. And I believe it flows out like a river. And we're each our own inner light. And you can pick it up like a reservoir. Pick up the wavelength. Surf it for a little while. It doesn't mean you have to mean anything. It just means that you can be in peace. And a large portion, if you're on the start of your journey, Lion and Liberty, find the gap, shoot the gap. And what I'm talking about is like, even so, when you're feeling in a good place or like, wow, I'm ready for, higher love. Love lift me up where I belong. Sometimes you have to shut it all down. Screen time, the phone, the lights, right? That kind of thing. Don't fall asleep though. Just be there in the silence, in your room, somewhere far out in nature where nothing's going to disturb you too much. And you can learn to calm the monkey mind, right? You can bring Nepal. You can bring Kathmandu to you. You don't need to go to Mount Kailash for spiritual enlightenment. You can bring Everest, Nepal, Kailash to you, right? And let the monks, let Buddha come to your house. He wants to come to your house for dinner. And you can speak with the monks. And you can ask them, can I kick it? You know what they're going to say if you ask them if you can kick it, right? Of course you can, right? And we're just vibing. So that's good. That's good. Yeah. That's a kiss, Jesse. Lick it up. Lick it up. Oh, it's only right now. Lick it up. Lick it up. Okay. And we're playing. We got a new deck today too. We did some unboxing, right? I've got to show you guys these really cool cards that I picked up. Remember these? 52 pickup. That's our card. Page of Pentacles. What's she doing there? Not so much as she in this deck anymore, is it? Unless it's been a while since she went to town, right? A lot of focus, a lot of evaluating what's going on, and a lot of evaluating about how we're juxtaposed, how are we aligned with it or not aligned, right? Do we face it? Do we oppose it? Are we running congruent with it? Are we running perpendicular with the energy? And what's the value in changing direction when it's time to change direction? It's about personal growth, right? Yeah. That's pretty fun. Oh, yeah. And that's really good. Chanel, I hope you're well, and I hope things are going well for you up there. Hello, precious moments. I think it says I'm going to be single forever. Forever is a long time. But if you're looking for your twin flame, your soulmate, I just want to maybe give you a new perspective on that, because I think they're binary stars. Every person is their own star. Every soul is their own solar system. And you're the sun. Your inner light is the sun, and you make worlds, and you can create worlds, no matter where you're at. And if there's a binary star that is orbiting around your star, that's your binary star. That's your twin flame, and you can create worlds together. You're always assured of returning to one another. And you couldn't be binary stars unless there wasn't 3.8 million miles or light years or whatever it is between us. I should have these calculations down. I work on the frame shift drives, the Palladian light shifts. Only sometimes though. Other times I'm reading tarot, because I love tarot, right? Love the channel message, right? And the light work that happens. And that's what this hangout is more about, the light work and chatting and connecting on a heart center, right? We don't always have to do tarot, but we can talk astrology and tarot because we love it and we're allowed. Nobody is stopping us. Think about that. People are out there ruling the world, and we're here in the little glitch in the corner of the matrix, and we're like, we got this back door, we got this way to make, and rest assured in the fact that one day we're going to make everything all better. And for those of you watching us this later, whether it's the year 4000 or 5000, I just want to say hi and let you know this is the way we did it back then, when it was today. And we were feeling beautiful and connected in a place where we had to find little corners to come and do it. We couldn't go downtown. Well, we could, but this was just better for us. So if you're watching later, maybe it's next Tuesday, but maybe it's the year 3084. We don't know. Hashtag I did it. Hi, Electric Wizard. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for being part of the program here. This is great. And Precious Moments is good to see. Yeah, if you're Sag or Leo, you're going big hugs for Sag and Leo right now. Even Aries too. Aries is maybe sleepy. You can put your arm around them, give them a little hug, but they're letting it all. They're kind of like dozed off. They're like a bee waking up from hibernation, or in the morning when it's still too cold and they're still really sleepy, like an elephant, Jesse, like a sleepy elephant. Aries is just like, they're affected, but it's kind of like they're sleepwalking through it, so they'll be just fine. It's the Leos and the Sages that it's like, it feels contradictory. It feels like, like glazing wounds or stuff where it's like, wow, it just can't get right. It doesn't feel right. And Precious, Moon and rising. Okay, yeah. So how is it affecting you emotionally? Please share. And with your morning star, your ascendant sign in Sagittarius, what must that feel like on the day, every day? I just sense a lot of confusion, or a lot of like, where it's like, "Gah, really?" And almost like coming out as like frustration and contempt, because we realize like things were amazing last week or 2 weeks ago. Everything seemed fine or okay. Why, after all this work I've done, is there still more pop quizzes in faith? And we asked Afra that question just a little while ago, because she's been struggling in her personal journey. Now, as we identify and aspect to our zodiac and our respective signs, it doesn't mean everybody, doesn't mean all fire signs, or everybody if you got other things balancing you out. But it definitely can become apparent in the personal relationship side of things, right? Leo's especially rough. Oh, hi, Samantha Green, VIP. VIP. We're going to talk to Gaia for Samantha real quick in the morning. Samantha, you're 3 stars. You're at 3 stars, and I got to put you on the board for a VIP treatment next time you're here when we're running the program. Samantha G. And we run a pretty gall dang loose program around here. There's no there's no rules. The rules are a lava lamp. I love lamp. All your base are belong to us. I told you, what's going on? Put the thing in reverse, hammer on it. There's a short in the hyperdrive. Don't worry about it. I got a DeLorean. We can get back there. It'll be fine. Okay? If you want cards, but we're just not doing that many cards right now because where I'm at, it's late night. It's more about let's talk Akash. Let's talk how we're feeling. Let's talk about our journeys and let's share. But I am going to pull one card, okay, for us as a group, right? And Samantha, I grabbed this deck when you came in the room because you inspired me to do so. I wanted to connect with you. I really do, and I want to connect with everybody. And you were born on December 6th. Wow, Electric Wizard. Hi. Yeah, sorry if and let me make sure I got the Electric Wizard. That's your club membership and a star Electric Wizard. If you're here 3 times and you don't get a reading, you go over to the VIP portion so that you're sure to get the next spot in line when it comes up. Okay? That kind of thing. Once you have 3 stars. If not, we just run a little list. 1, 2, 3, then I take a break. But that's for the program. We did the program already today. Okay, but you got your club pass. You're in at the beach party. You have all access. You can even come into the Zen garden with us. This is where we're sniffing flowers. And like I mentioned to LOL, we're getting in touch with that higher part of ourselves through meditation and silence sometimes, or through just a kind word, or a smile, or a hug, or someone singing, "Baby, if you've ever wondered whatever became of me. I'm living on the air in Cincinnati, WKRP." And thanks again, Edie, for sharing that video. And I'm going to play it during the program. The program's over to today, but I'm going to play it so that I'll link the description. I'm not most of the people watching here know I'm not overly computer literate, but I want to thank you for creating that, for making that, And the romance, I loved them all. I loved Herb Tarlick and his loud pants. I loved Les Nessman with his lines around his imaginary office walls, the imaginary walls that he put up. Remember that? Where he's like, "I can't hear you. I'm standing on the other side of the tape, you ding dong." Right? And who else? Andy and Gordon Jump as the big boss. God rest his soul. Just shook every episode. Absolutely shook. Right? Venus Flytrap. You ever get a chance, Edie? He shows up in the later seasons of that 70s show. I forget the actor's name. I wish I could remember. You probably know. But yeah, all of the characters there in Cincinnati, right? Oh, keep their heads ringing, right, Jesse? Keep their heads ringing. And Bailey, yes, she's beautiful, hey? I had more of a thing for Bailey than I did for Jennifer and Lonnie Anderson. That was Burt Reynolds' wife, right? That was Burt Reynolds' wife. And she must have been an Aquarius. She was quite aloof and very beautiful and very talented, right? And smart in the way that you don't expect, right? That kind of thing. Word. Yeah, because word, right? And if you're joining, if you're learning about esoteric things like astrology and tarot and what we're doing here in the ascension process, maybe you have some deep roots and some deep conditioned thinking in Christianity. We don't want to overlook those, or we're not taking away from any of that, and we're not announcing or denouncing anything on this channel, right? And then what did it say? We agree on it so much we can't announce it or denounce it. In the beginning, because Genesis, her name is Genesis, she comes, and I always think, in the beginning there was a sound. Right? Yeah, Chanel. Thanks. Hope Nicolay is good. I dropped the readings, but I hope to maintain the connection with us for friends, right? And not Ross and Rachel friends, real friends, right? Not them fake friends, the real ones, right? The etheric ones, you know, that kind of thing. Okay, here's that 5D card for the group. Remembering that Edie's here, and remembering that Samantha Green came in and said hi. And if you're still here, that's great, because we're just vibing. And I was gonna look at this Akashic deck a little bit more and ask people to share where they're at, because a lot of times you can be reading in the chat and take so much more information. It's the little things that count. Okay. See this card? Contrast might be a little bit off just because of the lighting in here. But this is the card of union. And it kind of looks like it's got a filter on it. How do I make it better? Do I have to take that back there? I don't know how to do it with the lighting. Okay, that's better. Hopefully I don't spill candle wax everywhere. The group got the card of union. That's where we're coming together, right? And it's an enjoyment. It's saying like, I'm proud to be a part of the chain. Our group, our union, it's only as strong as the intentions and the wills of the people that are in the union, that made the union, that made the bond, so this is asking, what strength, what conviction do you carry behind what you do? There's a mindfulness piece to that too, where it's like you're encouraged to like bring the mindfulness into the things that you do and your yoga doing and your Zen doing. But then there's more behind it. There's the conviction behind it. With what authority? With what drive? With what purpose, right? It's the half-stepping nature. I want it, but I really don't want it. I wish it would happen to me, but I really don't want to go and get it. It'd be cool if that and if the other thing, or, if it weren't for this or if it weren't for that. We have to remember to be in union with it. Sometimes we need to seek it out. We can't ask it to be. We have to go and experience it being, right? It's not a choice. It's just happening. And it's about how we're aligning, right? I see you, Electric Wizard. I see you aligning with us in union. I see you chilling out, right? Thanks, Edie. Have a good night, and thanks for letting us play your jam, right? This is just me being that guy that's like, I need to get it. I need to take a break. So I want you guys to listen to this beautiful thing, okay? Thanks, Edie. And you guys can search it out, Mandolin WKRP. That's all I found her because I was searching for the most unique and what other people were doing. So I searched a long ways. All right, there's my rubber band. I lost that earlier. Now it's stuck to my thank you water. Okay, it's not just water, it's thank you water. Right? And that's where the abundance piece comes in. If any of you are struggling for resources, it's true, man. It's the appreciation piece that many people miss in their awakening, and if they're strictly focused on law of attraction. Hopefully, if you're waking up to do more than that, like for abundance, if you want the peace, the bliss portions of it, the love, then the appreciation for all things comes, and for yourself comes in first, right? And even if it's pentacles, even if it's things you want, it's not. And I write the marketing slogan. Hey, it's not just water, it's thank you water. And then the commercial would end with the person taking a big drink and being like, thank you water. The Genesis is here. I was just talking about you, Genesis. Because Jesse said word. In my brain, when people are like word, I'm like Genesis, right? Because the book of the of the Bible, Genesis. Or we could talk like I can feel it calling in the air tonight. Hold on. And I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Hold on. That Phil Collins, Genesis. Thank you, Chanel. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. The $9.99. It's a high degree of change, baby. You know, I'd lend you $10. But I only got $9.99 in my pocket. Is it good enough? Of course it's good enough, silly. It's more than we could ever dreamed of. It's more than we ever wanted. Thank you. That's amazing. I'm going to open the ribbon up into the VIP section for Chanel, right? Chanel, if you're ever here and you want me to pull cards for you, I will. All you got to do is call. I'll be there, right? Absolutely, Chanel. That's right. You can put the oxen to work when you hit that super chat button. And if it's just because you appreciate me, then I appreciate that too. But I just want to let you know, as a result, just because the rule, right? A synchronistic bonus, you're in the VIP. It's like watching the final game of the World Series from that special spot, right? Anytime you need cards or you feel like a little shook maybe, or it's like, man, I wish I had something there. You just chime in, okay, Chanel? Because I always got my eye on you. I always do. You brighten up the chat room when you get there, right? And it's like this. I can see you. I see you. Your little microdot I can see you. Your brown skin shining in the sun. You got your hair slicked back and those Wayfarers on, baby. I can tell you my love for you will still be strong after the boys of summer have gone. That's right. That's right. Because some love is enduring. Some love is fleeting, and some love is enduring. Right? You want that. You want that guy. You want that person in your life that's going to listen to you. That's going to empathically, empathetically, both listen to you. Not just thinking about the Green Bay Packers, unless you're talking about something silly. But when you want to, let's talk about love, right? Right? By the Guess Who. They've seen a lot of loving, but they're never going to see another loving like the woman that I had with you. Yeah. These eyes have seen a lot of love, but they're never going to see another love like I had in you. Ooh, 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 ooh. It's a tough one. And a lot of songs I butcher. So that's why I sing the lesser known songs, right? Like, sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. Hi, Naomi. Thanks for being here. We're vibing out. Hey, 007 Fireman. Hey. What's up? Thanks for chilling. I think Fireman and Naomi, I got to get you in to the club here. You're here, but how do I know that you're here unless I put you on the list? You must have been to the club where the bouncer was like, hey, you're not on the list. Well, I'm the bouncer. I'm nice. I'm not going to, you don't have to bribe him. You don't have to do anything. You just go on the list so that I know you're here. Because the reason I have to know that you're here, Fireman, is because what if too many people show up and I don't have enough accessible exits? That would probably break the fire. The fire marshal would have to come and he'd shut us down, right? Yeah, that's right. So we got Fireman 007 and Naomi. And Naomi, thanks for coming back. I've seen you here before, so I'm going to put a little star beside your name as well so that we get you on the road to doing more cards for you. The readings are free. And Chanel, thank you for the contribution. That's a big bumblebee on my flower right now. Is that the right metaphor? I don't know about that. But yeah, that's the bumblebee on my flower. I don't want the fire marshal coming. You can hang out, Fireman, But hopefully, I have to know that you're here. Just kidding. It's a metaphor. Okay, it's all just one. Sunflowers. Yeah, exactly, Naomi. And how are you? How are you tonight, Naomi? Hope your weather's good and your skies are clear wherever you're at. Sun hasn't even completely set for Chanel because she's in Alaska. It's only 10:30 there. It's so far up north. She's probably got beautiful sunset of yellow and blue and orange, purple. Sunsets you don't see anymore unless you're in Alaska. Or you might see it in the desert. You might see them in the desert. That's cool. That's the way if the vibes are hitting you intense, they're flowing out like kind of like a river that hits a stone or a tributary. Because sometimes we break into song and sometimes we break into card, right? You know, that kind of thing. Gaia here, we're looking into the Akash, and we're being, that kind of thing. And Callie's in the house as always. Jesse and I woke up on a beach this morning, and there was a sleepy elephant there. I can't help but tell this story. It affected me, Jesse, for the sleepy elephant to be like, hold on, I'm falling behind here, but I don't care. Just let me have a snack. I'm going to take a dump in the jungle, and then I'm going to go. Because he probably wanted to hang out with us. Okay, the land of the midnight sun. And you know what? That was poison, Chanel. Remember when we talked about that? It was like, ride the wind, never coming back until I touch the midnight sun. That's a poison jam off of, I can't remember if it was Open Up and Say Ah was the name of the album. I think it was like 1989. And if you say, I think it's the name of the song is called Ride the Wind by Poison. And it has that mention of the midnight sun. And I think there's only one other song that I know of in rock and pop culture that mentions the midnight sun. And I think it's one of the Scorpion jams. She is. Isn't she beautiful, Naomi? Everybody here is very beautiful. Very beautiful. Inside and out, right? Gaia is like Mother Earth. It's like what we call the rainforest, but it's also the rock and the sand and the little caterpillar and the butterfly and the grizzly bear and you and me, right? That's the earth element, and it's Gaia, the living, breathing Gaia, right? When Henry Lemongello came in and contributed, because we were extending and we were praying for Tonga, because Tonga is this island that's right where in one of like Gaia's energy centers, and it gets hit frequently with cyclone after cyclone, like first responders day in, day out kind of thing, right? And so, yeah, we are an appreciation of Gaia. What I have, Fireman, is I've got the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. And seeing as you're brand new here, I'll pull a card for you, okay? Gaia is a Mother Earth, or Earth Mother. And that makes me think of a cult song. Mother, smoke she is a rising. And that was Fire. Fire. There's some Fire Woman. It's a different cult song, but then the cult came in and the big hit came in. That's all. Yeah. That's okay. That's okay, man. That's okay. I like the DLN 007. I don't know what it stands for. I don't know you from 2 ways left from Sunday, but we're just going to connect here for a quick moment in space and time, Fireman. And I'm going to see if Gaia has a message, because you asked who's Gaia. You might woke her up. She might have a little dream about you tonight. The Earth. Can you imagine the Earth dreaming about you? Wouldn't that be? See, it's possible. It's just one timeline. It's just one little universe over that way to be possible and real. And we got a good view of it because we're in the Zen garden. We're smelling all the flowers. And sometimes we're just like, we get overwhelmed and we're like, how are we ever going to overcome? And then we just have to change our perspective a little bit and be like, well, we're really just going over there. It's not that big. It's not that big a deal. It's not going to be that hard. We can do it. We support each other. If love lifts us up where we belong, if the laws of the universe are holding true, then we'll be okay. Okay, we'll be fine. So I had to get clicky for a minute. And not clicky as in our tribe is clicky, because our tribe's not clicky. Our tribe is small, it's growing, but it's still nice because it's at a size now where only like a certain amount of people will come into the room at one time, and keep it chilling. There are super times when it does gets busy. Okay, the 007, the fireman, the guy that's here to let Marshall know that it's okay. They're not throwing a raging kegger. They're not crashing the stage. It's going to be okay. He's here and he wants to know. Okay, so we've got here. Oh, yeah. It's interesting that you pulled an Earth card. The card of a progressive Earth card, right? We're talking about a lot of this stuff. Aligning spiritually so that we can overcome anything that's got us feeling downtrodden in daily life, in the matrix. Right now, we've got a matrix going that exists in the matrix of the internet, that is in the matrix of our 3D reality. We're a triple deep inside of a matrix, but that's where we're waking up. That's where it's about kind of the going in. You see the snake around his neck there, Fireman? See that snake around his neck? This is kind of like, if all this stuff is new to you, please move slowly, because it has an ability to wake you up. If Gaia wants to wake you up, make you an awakened spirit, an awakened soul, and if you want to be waking up into the finer things and understanding erotic things, and coming into your body and knowing there's more to life beyond the five senses, move slowly, because it does involve death and rebirth cycles and having the creative control of your own life. Okay? Yeah. Get woke. That's a trending word these days. Okay? You picked a fine place to start, Fireman. This is our beach party. This is our beach garden, and we're here. You're welcome to come here anytime. Research. See the tree coming out from his brain or her brain. That's this guy speaks to us in intuitive and in pictures. So you see the tree coming out from his brain. That's the perception, and that's the meditation. Okay, that's what's required. There's a simple discipline of the yoga of meditation that's required to quiet what the monks are calling monkey mind. Okay, monkeys up there saying the mind is chattering and it's running endlessly, like on your Discman got stuck when it fell in between the crack of the cup, and it's just like skipping, right? And those are your thoughts being like, I gotta go to work, I gotta eat, I gotta have enough money on the table, gotta have enough food in the bank account, blah, blah, blah. You gotta go over here, you gotta satisfy Aunt Jessie, then you gotta go over there, you gotta take Billy to soccer practice, and make sure that you don't speed all the way, or you get a ticket. That'd be $70, and then again standing, and then that's the monkey mind, right? And it's on consistently for those that are not woke enough to say, whoa, monkey mind, right? Chill, just chill. And I trick my ego to do it, when monkey mind gets out of control, I run a little gambit on my ego. And any chess players out there know what a gambit is. I give it a little something so that I can take more from it. I trick my ego and I think, we're a big deal. I got this cool program on YouTube called Legends of Tarot, and we broadcast every day in the afternoon at Pacific Standard Time. And it's important that and it gets my monkey mind working for me. But before you can get to those sort of levels, this tree fireman that's coming out of his brain there, this is the silencing. This is the allowance of the new growth that's required for the awakening. Because what is the awakening? You can visualize it, and we're talking in Gaia terms now, as a little sprout, like maybe pick a tomato plant, right? Coming up, and it's where we have to nurture it, and it needs to be in a quiet, and it needs to be away from monkey mind, because monkey mind will just go crazy. You'll step on the little sprout, and little sprout, you see where the head of the snake is? It's top. My lighting's off today. It's right there at the heart center chakra, right? Awakening emotional intelligence. You're awakening the intangible beyond the five senses. It's real. It's there. All the stuff they talk about, the golden healing light from the crown chakra, Gaia, whatever it might be, the Pleiadians, not all of that. Some of it's mumbo jumbo, but a lot of it is very real. And a lot of it, you can choose to allow what you like and what serves you. Okay, so there's a card for you, Fireman. You started in a heck of a place. when we're going to, well, how do I do it though? How do I wake up? What do I have to do? You have to silence the monkey mind. You got to quiet them down. Move slowly, okay? I recommend, if you're not hanging out here with us, if you're a beginner, I would see what's up with Deepak, okay? And if you can watch Deepak without being in judgment of what he's trying to say to you, and you can follow along and you can begin to wrap your mind around whatever part of what he's saying, it'll begin to snowball effect and you'll get more and more and more and more. Eckhart Tolle is another good place to start, but you have to mix them up. You can't just listen to Deepak by himself. You can't just listen to Eckhart by himself, or you can't just listen to Esther Hicks by themselves right off the start. And don't do too much all of a sudden. This isn't something you want to have happen overnight, or you'll end up in the loony bin. Okay, a lot of the people, like my Kundalini awakening began in 1998, and it's god dang 21 years later. And I'm still like one thought form away from, instead of drywall, it's padded wall. Because it's not easy. It's not easy. But it gives life purpose. It gives you a reason, and you begin to see your life change. You'll begin to see more beautiful things coming into your wheelhouse and into your life. But it doesn't happen overnight. Everybody asks, Naomi, but that's my secret. That's my secret. I'm too old for this crap. And I'm also way too young to understand most of this crap. Okay? I'm a middle-aged dude. If the Simpsons were alive, I'd be Mo Sislak. Just kidding. Just kidding. I would look most like Mo Sislak. I'd probably be most like Maggie, right? He got the youth gone wild. Whoa. I'd show you my driver's license, but that would also impede upon my privacy. And I respect your guys' privacy, and I guard mine. I protect mine as well. So, hi, Chanel. Yeah, you're getting ready for a Saturn return. I think that happens around the age of 29. 29 years for Saturn to go around the sun. So wherever Saturn was, whatever house Saturn was in, when you were born, 29 years from that date, Saturn will be there again on your birthday, and that's known as your Saturn return. That's another thing you can look into, the astrology side of it, Fireman. If you're an analytical thinker and you want a little science behind it, maybe start with a little bit of astrology and astronomy. It's pretty good. Deepak Chopra is his name. He was a doctor from India that moved to America, and he started a center for higher consciousness. He's got a lot of and it's guided meditation. There's no rules to meditation. Remember, everyone, there's nothing that you need to accomplish, or it doesn't need to be set. Every meditation will be a little bit different. Doesn't matter if it's 1 minute or 1 hour. If you can quiet monkey mind for a little bit, you've already started. But you can't have an expectation of like a linear story, that it's going to have a beginning, a middle, and an end, because it doesn't. When you open up to it, and if this is what you truly want and you're accepting to it, you got on the roller coaster, man. And maybe the circus guy, what do they call him, the crony, or the guy, maybe he went out to have lunch and a pack of smokes, and he just left the roller coaster running. You don't know, because you're whizzing by. You're on the roller coaster now. It can't. Everyone's experience will be different. But there are people that can kind of prepare you for what to expect, right? It's like when a mother becomes pregnant for the first time, and she goes to that piece like, I really don't know what's about to happen. She researches, she asks people, and she reads books, but people that have been there before, that have been pregnant before, because as much as you need that experience, right? So there's you feel butterflies. Okay, Jesse, that's a tough one. Someone I feel like we're evening at the Improv as well, like butterflies. What's a song about butterflies, right? I mentioned it yesterday. Yeah, I put a backdrop. I went to the New Age store, and then I went to Dollarama, and I got a whiteboard so people weren't missing out during the program when we were doing their readings. right? Jesse, thanks for being here. And thanks for asking. Thanks for inquiring, Fireman. It almost feels like it gives me purpose, because the reason I come here and do this is so that I can send peace, love, benevolent energy back out into the world, and it just kind of scatters around like glitter. And then somebody comes along and be like, whoa, somebody around here was wearing glitter. What the heck's going on, right? And then you might pick a little bit up over here, or you pick a little bit of it up over there. But that the fact that you stumble into our beach party, and we love having you here. It's the right place for you to be. This is what we call divine timing, and everything happened for a reason. Synchronicity, right? When you see 11:11 on the clock, that's another place. If you're researching the waking up, you'll go through a lot of people that are trying to explain to you synchronicity and what it is, and why you see things like 11:11 on your smartphone, or you associate certain dates with certain things. And that's why we're the Legends of Tarot. Okay, I have to do a quick stretch. Sorry for my hairy armpits and my lack of clean t-shirts. I'm going to do my laundry tomorrow. I promise. I did some stretching earlier. But when I'm sitting here with you guys, I was here for a long time. Here for quite a while. Okay? And it's great. I like it. Because I don't feel like I have to go and get refreshed, because the readings that I do, they draw larger amounts of chunks of energy from me while I'm here that I endure. But when we're just vibing, it's so much easier, right? 3:33, yeah. That's the Arkells. I need to listen to that song, because the tune eludes me. And she was like, or he says, you tune me into 11:11. I got you hip to 12:34. Right? And that's a cool line. I like the 12:34. It's like a 7, a 3, and a 10, and a completion of a progression. That's when it's 12:34 a.m. or 12:34 p.m. I like when it happens, because I'm like, no matter what, linear time's marching on. Politicians are still over there politicking. We've woken up, and we're already on our way to experience the more beautiful things, because we've let go of our ego sense and our ego self. And now we can experience it through spirit. And isn't that cool? That doesn't mean you have to go to Sunday Sunday school at church. You could just be, right? That's right. I see 11. Hi, Lakia. Lakia, you're here in at the club. Let me find you and put a star beside your name. Because every time you come here, and maybe we're not doing readings, but I want to acknowledge you for engaging and coming and vibing, I'm going to be putting stars by people's name. And then when you get more stars, and then you show up again, that's when you get up on the board. Because I bought a little board to keep this a little more structured. Okay, and I'm pretty sure you were here, Lakia, when maybe we even read for you last night. Give me a moment, peeps, just to look down. Thank you. My page is so full. Thanks, and thank you. Thank you for something. I'm glad you're feeling the vibes. Sounds like, I'll be there for you. These 5 words I swear to you. When I breathe, I want to be the air for you. I'll be there for. I'd live and I'd die for you. Steal the sun from the sky for you. Words can't say what love can do. I'll be there for. Yeah, that's a good one. But I shouldn't sing Bon Jovi, because I'm not a very good singer. But I love to sing, and that's the whole part of it, right? Maybe I'm not very good at it, but I can do it. I don't have to be ashamed. I don't have to be afraid, you know? I can hug my child and not have to look down or worried if somebody sees me do it. I can kiss my girlfriend in the hallway of a supermarket. I don't have to worry if the produce man is watching me. I'll smile right back at him, because it's love, silly. It's love vibration. Hi, Brianna. So you see that, Fireman, how we just like we're talking about things like 11:11, and then Brianna 11:11 joins the chat. That's like the nature of synchronicity, and this is how all things can start to begin to move for you, and the nuances that you'll notice as you begin your journey. You start to wake up. There's no naughty board, Jesse. There is. I'm the moderator right now. I haven't assigned any because there's only a few of us kicking around the main fire on the beach tonight. We're waiting for the next new moon on May the 4th be with you. Next new moon is happening on Star Wars Day. The Legends Day. The dailies are going to be full of Star Wars innuendo, right? These are not the droids. This is not the YouTube channel you are looking for. We're tiny. We fly under the radar here. That's the way we like it. Yeah. Huh? Here in Canada, the OPP is known as the Ontario Police Department. So it has a double entendre when people ask if you're down with OPP. It's pretty funny. And absolutely, I know you. I know who's here. It's okay. We can talk and we can feel and we can chat in the chat room. Yeah, and as people come in a lot and they're like, that's just crazy. And we say, well, you haven't seen anything yet. Because there are things that are more beautiful. It's been our slogan as of late. I heard it on a Psytrance jam and I just love it. So I bring it in. Sungaya, hello. Are you on a different account or do we have a different Sungaya? Hi. What are the odds of that? What a beautiful name. 2 people named Sungaya that come and join our tribe. That'd be cool. Yeah, right? Feeling the energetic changes, right? The nurture that's occurring in this early Taurus season. We got a couple days to take the wheel here, people. Nothing too much major. Excuse me, I'm on a bit of the fizzy bubbly tonight. Not too much major until Saturn goes retrograde on the 29th. And then it's going to be like, all right, let's figure this out. Let's let go of a little bit of control. Let's get the dirty work done. It's going to be about taking care of business. Bachman Turner Overdrive style. Taking care of business every day. Taking care of business every way. It's going to be about our pentacles. It's going to be about our coin, about our shackles, our dineros, our Urkels, our Steve Urkels, or our dineros, or our, whatever it might be, your rupees if you play Zelda. It's going to be about that for a couple weeks till we get until the asterisk full moon in Scorpio. That's going to be a cool day. And then Sun transits into Gemini. And then it's going to be like, we're going to feel this feeling of being whisked away, which I think, who just posted that? Genesis, you felt like the energy, something's changed, like the energy's changed, and giving you a different feeling. That Taurus feeling will do that. When the sun transits, we all get a little bit like we're all doing the sway at a rock concert. Maybe like Rusted Roots out there being like, I would like to take you my hand, bubbity say, or maybe you're at a sports event and everybody's doing the way. That's the sway when the sun transits signs. You feel those little energy moves. Working on the night moves, trying to lose those awkward teenage blues. See, my voice cracks. So I shouldn't sing. I should be careful what I sing, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, Sangaya. Hi, Jesse. And Genesis, I feel you. I feel you there. I feel those energy shifts. And if you're sensitive to them, hopefully they're positive. When everything begins to change, right? You get a sense that you're on the direction, but you're like, oh man, I've never felt this before. And sometimes that's why I say to anyone that's going through an ascension or waking process, start slow, because the tough thing is the body. The nervous system of the body isn't ready for the spiritual upliftment and the almost like I want to call them like wisdom downloads or emotional intelligence downloads of emotional intelligence and expression. The body can get left behind. That's why you see me stretching, and that's why yoga itself, stretching, for anyone that's going through that awakening, should be stretching at the very least, okay? At the very least. Because the body, it's kind of like you got to lug your meat sack around too, right? It's like if you ever left your car behind, you're like, I got to go back and get my car. It's the same with spiritual upliftment. It's like, I got to make sure my body's okay. You don't want to run your car into the ground, and you don't want to like hammer on the gas of your car or drop your transmission. It's the same when you're spiritual awakening. You got to nourish self-care and stretch that body out so the nerves have time to be like, wow, there's more than five senses. Holy crap! Like we're on the roller coaster now, right? Oh, Aries Sun, Naomi, you've had your share of good times, bad times. You know I've had my share, right? Good question, Fireman. I'm not a well versed astrologer or well tenured astrologer. I'm like tarot's my wheelhouse. Plenty of good people out there. I recommend Barbara Goldsmith. Okay, hi Barbara. She's great. Kelly Rosano is another one out there that is just fun to connect with. There are people that if you go to Astronomy Live and type in, and people often offer a free birth chart on their website. So you enter the date and the time that you were born, and then it will take the data and do it for you. Back in the day before the internet, when we wanted to do somebody's birth chart, you'd have to go through and look at all the transits and the time, and you'd have to the circle with all the lines going through people's birth charts. You'd have to get a ruler and different colored pens and draw them all out by hand. And it was a pain in the butt, like literally. And now you just type it in a little window, hit send, and it'll come back to you. Okay, lots of websites will do that for you, Fireman. And we're all giving a Fireman high fives, fist bumps, and butt slaps because he's new to the beach party, right? It's cool. Thanks for being here at the beach party, everyone. We're hanging out and vibing. Hi, Tyler's Tarot. Hey, man, when I first started this channel in 2017, I watched you and I learned a lot about the nuances of YouTube and how it could be. You inspired me, man. You definitely inspired me, and you definitely helped me out with a lot of Scorpio readings. And I'm really honored that you took the time to stop in and say hi to our little tribe here. We are just this little corner of the matrix in the internet. We're flying under the radar. And we're spreading love, and we talk tarot. We talk about whatever we want to talk about. But today's tarot program's already over. It already happened earlier today. It was the Legends of Tarot for April 27th, right? The start of Taurus season. We're live in Taurus, but the program already happened. So I'm just connecting with chatters, and we're feeling together. We're and as well anybody that wants to talk about the stuff they want to talk about, because we're allowed. That's what we do. Nobody's here saying that we can't do it, right? And it's great. We're completely vibing. And it brings me back to that Rusted Root jam. And I wish I knew more of the words, because he was like, I would like to reach out my hand, bubbly say, bubbly like. And if you ever see the music video for that song, it's like just a bunch of woke hippies, and they're up in the high desert dancing around their bell bottoms and their shaggy shirts, and it's so cool. All right, absolutely. Good night, Gaia. I appreciate you for being here. Thank you very much for being here. Tyler is a hottie. Yeah, he is. I got some Scorpio readings, and I'd be like, dang, the ladies must just go crazy. Crazy Eddie down here at Crazy Eddie's used tarot emporium. Looky here, I got red cards, I got green cards, I got enough cards to choke a camel. Tell you what, my friends, if nobody comes down for a crazy tarot reading next hour, we're gonna get even crazy. People always tell us we're crazy, and the viewers know what we say to them. You haven't seen nothing yet, because there are things that are way more beautiful. That's just it. Up. We're not crazy at Legendary Tarot. I swear to God, it's drywall behind me. It's not padded. The wall's not padded. I'll be okay. Hopefully they don't come for us. Hi, Gaia. We're not focused on the the free mini readings tonight. We're just connecting. We're just saying hi. We could do a reading for the group if you guys want to do a reading for the group. And hi, Tyler's Tarot. I feel honored to stop by and say hi. Definitely big peace to you, Naomi, to you. Like dots, yeah, like Pee Wee Herman on Saturday morning. We're third eye chakra. It's a card or two cartoon Saturday. That's just because what we wanted. That's what we wanted. It's cool kids only. The Legends of Tarot, right? We can do what we like. We can do the China Cat's Sunflower. We could do the Icky Shuffle. We could do the Baby Shark. Hell, I don't care. We'll do whatever you want, right? The Subway, make it what you want, right? No, absolutely not. Not absolutely not. Thanks. I'm loving the vibes too. Right. Good night, Tyler's Tarot. See ya. Wow, that's crazy. That dude runs a tarot channel that has like close to 100,000 subscribers. I'm kind of on guard. We know one day our phone's gonna blow up, or one day our beach party's gonna get crashed, and there's gonna be like 100 and lots of like it's gonna turn into a kegger, a rager. Right now we're just passing the binger around and climbing the mountain in the metaphorical sense. It was cool to see him here. So it's good that he said happy. Maybe he just Googled live tarot to see what was new. But it was cool that he stopped by, hey? Hi, Lakia. Yeah, we can do a group read. He's deadly accurate, isn't he, Jesse? I think my no, it still works. I have an inhaler for my nerves, right? I still cope. We don't all become pure overnight, right? Still awakening, Fireman. I'm on the fizzy bubbly. I'm doing a little bit of vape, but it's okay because I allow it and I don't feel the guilt. What do they call it? Nemo, not Nemo. Not Ditto. YOLO. That's it. You only live once. He's incredibly accurate. The way he can just read the meanings of the cards and put the linear story together, it allows people to connect with what's going on in their life so accurately. I have a lot of respect for the way he reads online, and he inspired me to connect deeper with the cards. There was like Ralph, like Infinite Waters, peace, breathing that good ass prana. You know that guy? You ever seen him? He inspired me to actually do the videos. But when I saw Tyler doing his tarot, I was like, I'm an experienced reader. I did it. I've been doing it since before the internet. I got this. I can do this, right? Remember we talked about that earlier. The conviction behind the action. What is causing the motivation, right? That kind of thing. Is he your hero, Jesse? Superhero. I want to fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit carry me. I want to fly like an eagle, right? Oh yeah, happy 11/11 on the West Coast. Excuse me. Like I said, I'm on the fizzy bubbly. We're going to do it. We're going to do a group reading because Lakia said so. I told her, it's like Subway. You can have it. You can do it your way. Make a wish. Okay. So Lakia, that we're going to do it. We're going to use the new Akash deck. And I think I'm going to go into a chakra spread. It's the way we did it. Or Tyler's Tarot, when he showed up here, I was like, it reminded me of when I first started the channel in 2017. And it's synchronistic time to start too. 11/11. For me right now, it's 12/12. Where I'm at, now it's 12/12. So it's okay. Divine timing is never far from the exact time. That's why nothing bad really happens. Like once in a while, bad things occur, but not on a regular basis. Okay. All right. So Akash, what cards can you give us for the group? Because we're not doing readings for everybody. So whoever asked about the Libra thing going on, what was happening in Libra? That's just stay tuned here for a minute because we're gonna get some cards out. So what I asked the group is everybody set your intention. place your focus on your person or your thing or your community or whatever it might be, right? That kind of thing, okay? And it'll be good. It'll be good. All right. Yeah, hashtag your thing. Exactly, Jesse. Exactly. And it's cool. It's cool. All right. We got the first couple cards out here. Did we knew? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. We'll keep them going. This is going to be a 7-card spread for the group. Okay, just so that we're still connecting with tarot while we're vibing, right? So that it will be good. Thanks everybody for giving me a thumbs up. We're hype. The thumbs up is like the glitter on the cake. You want to eat, or the fondant. You know, it's cool to have. You don't have to have it, but it's cool to have it. And it's nice when someone was like, "Oh, look at that cool fondant on that cake." It's kind of nice to hear, right? When somebody compliments the fondant or the marzipan, that makes you smile. It makes you happy, right? Okay. Wow. Wow. Getting a lot of cool cards up here. Jesse, you make me smile. You make me smile. Well, I wonder why the girl on the box, if the girl on the box was going to be a card, there's a girl on the box and on the guide, right? She's beautiful, just like everybody in the room is beautiful. And she finally showed up. She is one of the cards, and I wondered about that. And she's showing up here as the Queen of Scrolls. And I just got this deck today. I don't even know what the suits are yet because it's another derivative, right? I'm used to spades, hearts, diamonds, and clubs, right? Or cups and pentacles, right? So interesting. There's some beautiful cards here, and because it's nighttime, I hope you guys can see some of the beauty. But I'll be using these cards a little bit more. So if you come back on the regular program, then we can get going. Okay, the lookout and the card at the bottom of the deck. The overall energy, and we move in like the sands of time. Okay, right. This card is about discernment. This card is about your journey and the value. And the value of the sand in the hourglass. Like sands in the hourglass, so are the days of our lives. And they called them soap operas because the only people that had enough time to watch that much TV were the kitty cats and the lady of the house that was doing the laundry, that all she could do was hurry up and wait, because her doing anything wouldn't make the laundry go any faster. So she would sit and she would turn on Days of Our Lives. And then it was like sands through the. So we don't want to waste our time. We want to make the most of our time, but allow our pleasures to exist in time, and don't feel guilty if we perceive that we've wasted time, unless what we're doing becomes ritual delo habitual, if you know what that means, or if you remember that album. You don't want to become ritual delo habitual. It means you might be using something, right? But this is how we value our time. And I want to thank all of you for being here, because you place enough value in what we're doing here in conversing and waking each other up, that you want to be here. It's about your presence and it's about your discernment. Okay, so everybody is always kind of in that spot where it's like we're ever evaluating. It's part of monkey mind's job to evaluate, right? But take the green. It's heart chakra energy. Sometimes our heart gets us into situations where it's too deep, and some of us might be in situations where our heart has got us in so deep that there's no reasoning or reasonable way out of it. You might even find yourself in court. Hopefully not, right? But that's like love. Rock and roll is a vicious game. Love is a vicious game, and some things need to play out like the sands of time. We have no control. We can't force them. Okay, we have to allow it to be what it is. Okay, feeling that court, right? Okay, but it's good because we got a good vantage point on this, because we have the card of the lookout. Look, mate. You know why tarot cards are called tarot cards? Because they are. Do you know why there's pirates in tarot cards? Well, apparently there's a pirate in this tarot card. because he's up there in the crow's nest and the boat's on fire. That was like during the program today where the power kept flickering because there was this huge storm rolled past my part of the continent. And Gaia was having an energy center right here. But this is about our vantage point. This is about the way we see things and the view from which we get when we climb. Like people think about the tower in the regular tarot, right? You don't want to stay up for too much longer if shit is out of control down below, right? You got to be like Fireman. Sometimes you got to respond. You got to slide down the pole and you got to use the bailout bucket, put that dang fire out before it compromises your vantage point, right? Sometimes things can get so passionate that we don't see it clearly. And this is showing up in the root chakra areas, right? In our grounding, right? So we want to see where we want to be. We got to care enough about ourselves to take the appropriate action, to do the Zen doing, the yoga doing action of it. We're human beings. We're not human doings. We're not human feelings. We're not human thinkings. We're human beings. We got to be able to see enough, have enough insight about ourselves so that we can see our future and care for ourselves enough about ourselves so we can get there, so we can go there. Because that's where we want to go. We want to go over there, right? That's right. That's right. Okay. Now up in the creative center, the sacral, we've got intricacies and industry. So some of us are maybe feeling very entrepreneurial. I don't know if we have any Pisces in the crowd. But this is opportunity to align with a dreamy energy or a dream or a vision that you, as long as you write it down and you follow it closely enough, you can make your dream a reality and you can make some passive income from it. It's a good way to promote yourself, earn more, work less, right? You see those advertisements on YouTube every day, makes you want to hurl, makes you want to chunda, but this is what it is innately, right? What can I live my dream? Can I work my passion? Can my passion make me money without sucking all the fun out of what I was originally passionate about? These are the questions that are arising in your creative center. Quite industrious. And workplace affairs. Wow, chicka, wow, 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 chicka, wow, wow. So, right, Naomi, if you're feeling naughty, maybe this is the guy at work, right? Maybe this is a workplace nooner. Do they call it a nooner? It reminds me of Danny Newton on the green on the 18 in Caddyshack, and they all want him to miss, so Ted Knight wins, but Chevy Chase is the mentor, and they're all going, Newton, miss it, but Newton didn't miss it. Danny saw his future. See your future, Danny. Make your future, right? Yeah, right. That's right. Okay, now what do we got up next? The divine physician. So the shaman within, showing up in the solar plexus in the lower Tao. Okay, so the divine physician, and it goes back to what came up with Root. Care enough about yourself. If you need Western medicine, my heart goes out to you, right? If you can support others through a kind word, through a smile, if you can let love, and what was that Robin Williams movie where Robin Williams went in and he cured those sick people because he made them laugh, right? He did. It was just a movie. Maybe he didn't for really real, but that's what it makes me think of, the divine physician. When your life has purpose, when you realize that the road to healing is the same road to enlightenment, it really is, then you can put yourself in. There are Buddhist monks that they fear catching a cold more than they fear about the destruction of the earth through malevolent forces. Because catching a cold is like every step they've taken and every assurity they've given them is to be like, your body won't get sick if your spirit is healthy. It can't, silly. It can't, right? And that's the divine doctor, the divine physician inside, right? This card makes me a little nostalgic. And this deck, this is the same image that was on the front of the box when I purchased this morning, right? right? And she's definitely my type. That's maybe why part of the reason why the deck called out to me, right? She's like a beautiful Cancer female that I definitely would ask to hang out with more. She's got the look. No, 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 no. She's got the look, right? Looking like a man. It was a miracle. It never was. She got the look. Who was a Roxette, right? Remember Roxette? For those of you that are old enough, right? Hello, Kaname Lacon. Cinnamon up your butt. It cures a cold. Is it true? I don't know. But I know we used to play this gag in college where you would dare your buddy to take a cinnamon gum wrapper and lick it and see if you would stick to your forehead. So and then when they did, it would get so hot from the big red cinnamon gum that it would burn a red mark, and you'd be like, "Ow, ow!" It hurt just a little bit, and you'd pull the cinnamon wrapper off your forehead, and there'd be a red mark left there, and all your buddies would be like, "Ha ha ha!" Now you have to. It wasn't that painful, but now ha ha ha! You have to walk around throughout the frat party with a big red mark on your forehead. I was like, "That's okay. It's Third Eye Saturday, anyways." Carter 2 cartoon. So if you're just can name it, welcome to the beach party, right? If you want to contribute, if you want to be here, you can go ahead with that experiment and let me know how it goes. And if the cinnamon doesn't work, you could try the spearmint, and maybe that'll work. Okay? If the spearmint doesn't work, then maybe you just got to clench it up and maybe not let any bad energy back in there. You don't ever harm anybody. Don't do it. Cinnamon will burn you. Cinnamon will burn your skin. If you put it in your bum, on your anus, or up your nose, you're going to regret it. Right? Check the expiry date on the cinnamon. And the honey jar while you're at it. Okay? Yeah, you don't want to do. We got a fireman here. You don't want to do it. Okay? Right? That's what the Facebook page said. Okay. That's cool. That's cool. I don't know if I need a moderator. There's only 10 of us here. People are gonna come and go. Hell, Tyler's Tarot showed up here. That was wild. And now we got Cinnamon Farts 9000. It's okay. But we're talking about connecting with what our heart desires. Right? Right? Dream journaling. That's huge too. Dream journaling. She's beautiful. She says, don't get distracted. I'm beautiful. I want to distract you, but I don't want you to be distracted. I want you, don't want you. Come closer, but not too close, right? That kind of thing. Some of you could be feeling this in your heart centers, in your relationships at this time. Your person, your perfect world, your perfect domestic bliss, your perfect family situation. How does it compare? Does the heart want the same thing it wants this spring as it did last spring? And how are your goals aligned with it? She's a queen of scrolls. She wants to know about your goals. Okay? So we're going back and we're filling in any holes that might have been left undug, right? Okay? All right. Yeah, this chat's great. Hey, Naomi, we're 3 cards away from being done for the read, so you can stay till then. But you know how it is. When one beach party ends, somebody's waking up and the next beach party is beginning. And we'll be back. Archangel Michael, okay? Here to say you folks are on the right track. You guys are all right. He's up in the Vishuddha chakra, the throat chakra energy. So what comes in and out of your etheric realm? What are you putting inside and outside of your body? Archangel Michael says, don't put cinnamon anywhere near your bum. Okay, for the love of God, don't do it. Okay? Right? Which would you rather? Sometimes you don't want either. You're like, I don't even want to play the game. Okay? And Archangel Michael says, hey, it's all right. Big channel, small channel. Trolls, no trolls. Good times, bad times. We've all had our share, but we're growing, we're awakening, and we still don't seem to care, right? And again, because it's that saying that we've been using, it's been our latent slogan. There are things that are more beautiful. So I don't give a rat's fat behind if you think we're crazy, because you haven't seen anything yet. Maybe you haven't seen an angel yet. Maybe you're not prepared to see an angel. Have one talk to you. Maybe some of you that are in the room tonight haven't been to a moment of dark night of the soul. So we don't know what this higher love and this higher healing are all about. But Michael says, hey, we got to be ready. We have to be ready. And we have to be ready to stand in our power as well. We don't want to be railroaded by any passive aggressive energy, by the sense of the feeling that we get from others. And whether it's intention to make us think too much or manipulate our feelings or anything like that, it doesn't have to be. It comes from a place of childlike innocence. And the spiritually strong are the ones that learn how to fly. Tom Petty style. I'm learning to fly, but you ain't got wings, right? Coming down is the hardest thing, right? Like our beach parties in the next morning, right? Commitment in the third eye chakra. Make that commitment, okay? If you want to wake up, if you're in for a penny, you're in for a pound. And be careful what you wish for, okay? In your visions and in your law of attraction work, okay? Sometimes we got to slow our roll. Be like, are we really aligned with it? Are we really committed? We've been talking, it's kind of been like a reoccurring theme tonight. What is the conviction behind our actions and behind our intentions? Is it real enough? Is it strong enough? Is it deep enough? Is it committed? Okay? All right. Now we got, for the last card, this one, the Buddha prepares. Okay? Buddha sat under the tree for like 300 years meditating before he finally got the answer he was looking for. He finally came to Bono's point. He still hadn't found what he was looking for, but he stayed there long enough that eventually what he was looking for, his smartphone was in his pocket the whole time. He walked around the whole house looking for his smartphone, being like, I knew I left it over here. I knew I had it over here. I remember when Jane called me when I was downstairs in the basement. Maybe it's there. And then after all that time is done, oh, my smartphone was in my pocket the whole time. Okay, it's a metaphor, right? Okay, I got to get on here as a moderator, it looks like, and maybe time some people out here who might not be coming from an authentic place. Hi, everyone. Hi, Nacho 5710. And hey, Kaname Lacone. Hopefully your mom's cinnamon wrap with the cinnamon. Hopefully there's still enough cinnamon there, right? Don't worry. I know who's here. It's okay. And and it's going to be all right. I let these guys do whatever they want to do until they start hurting somebody, right? Because I do whatever I want to do because I know I'm not hurting anybody. Okay, so let's flirt. Let's have fun. Okay, let's flirt. Let's have fun. And that was the group reading from the Akash. We can do another one in a minute or two from the Dreams of Gaia. It'll be fun. It'll be cool. But for now, we're just resting. Okay. I can maybe sing these guys a song. Yeah, you're welcome, Lakia. I thank you for being here. We're not doing the individual ones, but we'll get to it. The Legends of Tarot program rolls on. It's already April 28th now. This is Legends of Tarot for April 28th. It's now Sunday, right? Carter 2 Cartoon Saturday is over. Now we're at Crown Chakra Sunday, right? This is that easy, peaceful, easy feeling that the Eagles sang about. That's what this day, right? Okay. Thanks, Fireman. I appreciate that. I appreciate your kind words there. I appreciate that, right? So not a reading, just a question. Hit me with your best shot. Come on, hit me with your best shot. Fire away. Go ahead, Naomi. post a question. Thanks for being here. When the cartoons were awesome. Actually, Lakia, yesterday I was testing the boundaries of the copyright extension, and I was playing some old bubblegum music from the old Saturday morning cartoons. Stuff like sugar, da-na-na-na-na-na, oh, honey, honey. And the YouTube team said, no. The people that planted those songs and those cartoons there in their brain, they're still claiming it's their property, even though it's, it's your brain now, right? So we weren't allowed to sing the Archies. We weren't allowed to sing sugar, sugar, honey, honey, right? Or that kind of thing, or a lot of those ones. They intentionally did that to market music to children. They made the lyrics less sophisticated, but they made the tune more catchy. They kind of dumbed it down in a way, like Simpsons did to TV. The Saturday morning cartoon music did for the baby boomer generation, where it was like a song like honey, da na 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 na, oh, sugar, sugar. There's nothing to it, right? It was catchy. They planted it in the brain. A loop 10 on a Apple IIe, just going around and around in there like on an Apple IIe. And then when I wanted to sing it 30 years later on my little program, they said, no, that property is still ours. That nostalgia, that thought form doesn't belong to you. You can't use it alongside a new thing or somebody else's promotion. They said you can't do that. I was like, okay, that's okay. I don't mean to get off on a tangent about it, but it was so cool because it got me looking at the legend of the bubblegum music in the Saturday morning cartoon. Right, Lakia? Thank you. May I ask a question? You may, but we're not really like jamming deep into cards. If you want to just ask a question and feel what the vibe and what Innate has to say, go ahead, post your challenge, post your question. Maybe it is a challenge. It's not a challenge. We're vibing out. And Naomi, I know who's here. It's about who, and I mean it. I know who's here. Okay. Morning doves, the most random places by the place in the window. And I wonder if there's synchronicity or if it could have meaning. Okay. Robin redbreast is a very psychic bird. Robins, it's cool. And corvids, like they say, ravens, blue jays, mocking jays, magpies even. Not so much magpies, but corvids in general, they remember human beings, right? So if you're mean to a crow, maybe crow's just mind his own business, but he's hanging out by your trash can, and every morning you gotta chase him away, and you say something feral or foul to him, and he's like, "You're a dick. What? I was just trying to get a scrap of a nut that the squirrel dropped. Why you gotta come out here kicking the garbage can and yelling and screaming at me? All I'm doing is I'm just being a crow." Crow remembers you, and then that's when you hit it big time. And you show up at the gala in your new Lamborghini, and that same crow from 10 years ago flies over your car, takes a big old dump on it, right? Birds are very psychic. So if we're ever dealing with a bird here, we're looking at things like loved ones, our dreams, okay, and our connection to those on the other side, okay? I don't delve too much into the paranormal, but beautiful spirit guides, when you want to talk about your soul family, that's looking in on you, benevolently smiling on you, and happy with where you're at in your journey. So maybe you, Naomi, have reached a place of inner peace so that you feel in the morning, okay, or at that particular window. That window would be worth a second look, or whatever you're growing underneath that window. That window's protected. And it could be synchronistic in that the doves are like, maybe they can see another window through the first window, and they're letting each other know, being like, hey, we can't fly through this building. That's a 2-inch piece of glass right there. That'll cram our necks down into our sternums. Don't hit that window at high speed. So they come and hang out the window. It's kind of like you saying, I'm not going to put a cinnamon gum wrapper on my forehead because I know it hurts. So I'm gonna remember that. And they could be chilling at the window being like, if you had to have a struggle with family members and people in your life passing, big hug to Naomi. And remember the birds, especially the doves, right? This is what it sounds like when the doves cry, right? In that situation, family members, big hugs. Birds are in our lives, It's angels, guides. They fly. We can't, right? It's interesting. So yeah, a little bit of both to kind of not really answer your question in a very roundabout way. Okay? That's what's going on. Little kiss for everybody. I had to reach behind my computer. Just a little, light and love to you. Thanks, Lakia. Thank you for being part of the program tonight. Both Naomi and Lakia, and everybody that's here, that's been here. I've been sipping a little fizzy bubbly, and we're just vibing out again. And I like the format. Okay. Sometimes we do. Fizzy bubbly. Afra was getting so mad because I was waving like this while I was talking throughout like pretty much the entire first part of the video. And I think it was her cat was chasing the tracers in my hand. She's like, stop doing that. I was like, I'm sorry. I get a nervous social anxiety habit where it's like when somebody new comes into the room, I just like wave endlessly. Okay. And it's all right. And that's good. That's good. That's what you want. Okay. All right. So what's next? What are we doing? What's happening here? I got a little bit of snow blindness going on. Whatever I'm looking for, it's right in front of me. Just like the Buddha looking for his inner light, looking where he needs to go for more answers. Nowhere. Ever been looking for your cell phone? It's in your pocket, right? Ever looking for your sunglasses and they're on the top of your head, right? That's Crown Chakra Day. That's Sunday, baby. It's okay. Don't have to feel embarrassed. You're on the Legends of Tarot. We're accepting here. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. Bum, 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 bum. And they're always glad you came. You want to be where you can see the troubles are all the same. You want to be where everybody knows your name. Remember that? Like Ted Danson and Woody Harrelson serving up drinks at Cheers. And Cliffy and Norm were over the corner of the bar, and they had the world figured out. They had all the world's problems dialed. They knew it, right? Remember? Shelley Long and Kirstie Alley had the hots for Ted Danson because he was a baseball player, Big baseball player back in high school. He could throw that speedball by you. Make you look like a fool, boy. But the time slips away and leaves you with nothing, mister, but boring stories of glory days, right? Yeah, and the boss, right? What's going on with the E Street? Clarence Clemens, rest in peace. And the E Street Band, the streets of Philadelphia. You want to talk influencers? Man, for me, the YouTubers will never come close to the ones they put up on the pedestal, like the people like Ted Danson, Clarence Clemens, the people that made their fame through the talent. They rose to the cream of the crop, the creme de la creme, as it were, and they got chill. And then they said, okay, watch this while we beat advertising and bubblegum music into your head. But we can still appreciate them. We do it on the Legends program, right? The program was earlier. There hasn't been much. This is a you take the wheel kind of couple days. Magellan, Ferdinand Magellan was like the really only notable big birthday. Actually, I think it was a Memorial Day for him. And we could check the birthdays for today if we want, but we'll probably wait till we do the Legends program for tomorrow. Okay. Some guys, it's so true. I love when people come in and they bring their experience, right? If you're expecting what to expect, talk to somebody that's already expected it. See? Because they'll tell you, they'll let you know. Some guy has a lot of beautiful wisdom and truth there, right? Absolutely. And I could go into full dad mode too. And sometimes I get that way. I'm a Scorpio. I'm a little bit selfish. I'm a little bit secretive sometimes, right? Magellan was a badass dude. Yeah. He used the stars, Fireman. He used them to land his ship before he had a GPS. He didn't. He could pinpoint it right on the left rock on the south side of Jamaica, and he left from Spain the day before. He had his sextant, his compass out. He knew the stars, where they were meant to be through celestial mathematics, right? They knew back then how the subtle small change of our perception and why we are able to see planets going retrograde. The planets aren't actually going backwards. It just looks like they are. It's a big deal to the astrologers, which is a different from the astronomers that they used in the celestial mechanics, their guidance system. They were real back there. That was like, I'm a sailor and I'm okay. I work all night and I sleep all day. I'm a sailor and I'm all right. I sleep all day and I work all night, right? They did it. They forged a way to a new world. We're forging our way to a new solar system. We get more. We get to go see the beautiful space stations of Gemini and maybe Polaris and the vantage point, the lookout tower, right? I have some crystals, Lakia, and in the daytime, I like showing off my amethyst. Wonder how the amethyst presents in this light. I can even see me inside of it. It's kind of cool. That's very 5D, 6D, 6 dimensions type stuff. The dawning of the age of Aquarius. It's like, wow. I don't work with crystals. I am a crystal, right? Crystal is me. Just ask Jessie. She's a jelly bean. If you're still here, Jessie. Hi, Jessie. We've got some very authentic people here right now at this time of night, and I'm very happy. Namaste. Nah, I'm gonna stay anyway. Namaste. I hope you stay too. I'm not going anywhere. Namaste. Right? I acknowledge the spirit in you. Okay? It's beautiful. And then, if we got too much cinnamon farts, I got a little tourmaline for anything, or if anybody's going through something really heavy and tough and I read for it, it comes up in a reading. And if I ever have any trouble unloading the reading after it's done during the Legends program, I got a little tourmaline here. Keep any residual or sticky or malevolent energy at bay with that, because Gaia is the raw. This is more Gaia, right? Like I said, Gaia is the grass, but Gaia is also the quartz crystal, right? This looks kind of funky in this light. So this one, it's all there. Look like they're all glued together, but they're all like kind of shaped together. And my son actually has the big piece of quartz crystal with him in his room right now. Yeah, there's so much, right? Do I have a favorite? Don't worry, Fireman. Nothing's on fiber. I just have a vape thing going on. Nothing's on fire. And to ask your question, Lakia, I do have a favorite. And my favorite is hematite, especially the magnetized stuff, right? This one feels so good in terms of my grounding, and it makes me want to stretch out. This is a spirit body connector to me. The hematite, it gets things dialed in. It get things feeling centered. That's the word. Centered, right? That's cool. Another guy from the UK that hangs out here during the day. His name's Robert. He vapes along during the day when we're here. And we were just talking about, we were hoping that more dudes would show up to hang out with us, because I'm here surrounded by all these beautiful women and the divine feminine. And I get freaked out sometimes, man, because they're all so beautiful. So I just thought we need some more dudes to come in, and maybe the chat can be romantic and flirty too, as well as spiritually enlightening and awakening, right? I got to put my foot down indeed. I would date you. You're sweet. You're sweet. Thanks. Where would we go? Or make you come golfing? Just kidding. Just kidding. Do you wanna hang? We go 4x4ing. What else could we do? You know, I'm a big flirt, right? That's okay. The beach. But that's where we met. That's a good idea. We'll just stay on the beach. We'll just go for a walk away from the campfire, and that'll be our date. We'll light a tiki torch up over here and say, we're the spark, right? We're the spark. We are all the spark, right? It's like, can I show you a little example? Oh, that candle's that one's burning a little low. But see the two candles? I lit them with the same match. That means even though one flame's over there and this flame's over here, they're still the same flame, you sillies, right? The one became two, and it was cool. It was cool. This candle's a little out of control. I hope we'll be okay. We don't want to start. We got Fireman here. We'll be okay. We'll be just fine. Okay, so to answer your question, Likia, the magnetized, and I like the rainbow hematite, but the straight stuff is good too, right? It feels good. And it's multi-value. When I get the magnet stuff, when I'm doing my monthly readings, I can put a card in there so it can stand upright and then people can see it. It's actually functional. So it's good. It's good. Okay. All right. Do you guys remember baby, don't forget my number, right? So we talked about the bubblegum music, and then when you hear people today talk about pop music, they're still talking about bubblegum music, because what does bubblegum do? You blow the bubble and it goes pop, right? So it's a subversive nomenclature to relate to like things like Katy Perry or Taylor Swift or Milli Vanilli. They call it pop music because it's been unsophisticated and put to a catchy tune so that it can be marketed to younger people who appreciate it more. We all know it for what it is, but the name has changed over the year. And it was funny because the same people that grew up with people like the hey, we're the monkeys, and people say we monkey around, but we're too busy singing to put anybody down. Like all those old jams, right? And then when those guys got older, that's when they're like, the same companies were like, we need these acts like Led Zeppelin. We need Leonard Skinner. We need Ted Nugent. We need the Stranglehold, because we need to keep these people buying our records. And these are the same people that we invested in with Sugar, dun, 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 honey. And we got lucky in Generation X because we had like Alice Cooper and we had like Poison and Motley Crue. And we're like, nah, screw it all. I'm going to think about whatever, dude. And music's music. It belongs to all of us. It's ours. We the people, kind of thing. And thank goodness for Kurt Cobain and Eddie Vedder, because then they came after that in the 90s. And they were like, we're going to sing a song. You might not know the lyrics, but your brain is going to be able to get out of the trap, because when I sing a particular word, somebody's brain might see excuse me while I kiss the sky. The next person is going to be like, excuse me while I kiss this guy, right? And then so our brains were able to form these attachments to the lyrical content of the music, right? And tarot dice. No, I haven't. Never used them. I know people that read with runes. They'll take all of the Norse runes and they'll like shake up the bag and they'll pull in like Scrabble letters and they'll pull them out. And other people that can read coffee grinds. Before the days of the internet, Fireman, I read at the end. I read from a phone from a central location, and I actually went to a workplace where numerologists, astrologers, handwriting analysis, clairvoyance, intuitive people were all gathered together, reading to their clients over the telephone. But I never saw the tarot dice. That's cool. Maybe I don't do the Amazon Prime thing. Maybe I just need to Google that. Maybe I'll get some, right? Yeah, runes, right? Like stuff like, people talk about Greek legend and stuff like that. But the Norse had their own thing going on, right? And a lot of like the tarot stuff and romance survived in through France. much like the Basilica survived through the Napoleonic age and the Napoleonic Wars. And that's where things like Lenormand cards are romance for tarot, and it developed and it evolved, right? Hi, Sun Gaia. Yeah, sure. Just apply yourself, but make sure you finish chapter 1 before you go to chapter 2. If anything, I can stress to you most importantly, and because like I'm a dad, so I got this protective nature to me too. Don't go too fast, and don't expect overnight results. It's because it can be dangerous. Okay, it can be it can make you physically sick, right? And it can you don't want to let too much in. It's about what you allow. So you need to almost learn how to cleanse, protect, right? What they call smudging an area, because there are paranormal, there's sticky energies that hover around, and we're protected by the golden light from crown chakra, always innate in divine timing, a lot of protective things going on for us. But we have to be careful, because the more we open up, the more we want to do benevolent work for other people. And the more we want to do that, the more it's like you'll be tested. We're talking about the pop quizzes of faith, right? Make you trust in your convictions, right? It's almost like the people that go to church, the preacher gets up for an hour and he effectively gives them a pop quiz of faith, makes them doubt maybe their actions, puts conviction in their heart because maybe they're not good enough, or maybe they didn't do. And I don't float over there. My sailboat doesn't go to that particular dock anymore. And enough inspiration, enough respect as it does. I totally respect the ascended master of the Nazarene, the Western ascended master who they put to death because they would rather do that than accept the fact that they were wrong. They were weird, evil back then. But long and short of it, it's like you'll have these mini tests of faith in your new conviction and on your new path. So go slowly. Make sure you finish chapter 1 before you go to chapter 2, right? Whatever that is for you. I know that sounds very structured. Chapter 1 isn't tarot, and chapter 2 is astrology, and then chapter 3 is Vedic mantra. It's not like that. Whatever comes first for you, it's whatever you allow. Okay? So that's great. So Gaia, thanks for being part of the program tonight. Jesse, I'm happy you're still here. And Jesse, do you find it? I'm kind of just blown away a little bit that Tyler showed up. I think that's good. Maybe he just Googled live tarot and was bored in his hotel room in Vegas, right? He's your boo. You guys are together. He's your boo. That's cool that you knew each other in the chat room, that he had somebody to relate to, and he wasn't just like, who's this kooky guy? Okay. You do you. That's right. I won't worry too much about it. Because he's been accurate when I've gone for general readings to his channel. And I respect that. Hi, can I ask one question? Absolutely, 8675309. You do that. You do that. Okay? Because we can pull a card for you. We're vibing. We're not doing huge readings. We're not even doing the mini readings. We're doing the if I can answer this from a point of an 8 without flipping any cards, I will. And hi, Sophia. When will you get married? When will you get married? Oh. Maybe when you're 39, or maybe when you're 39 in December in the year that you turn 39. That's when you're going to get married. Whenever that is for you, whatever year that is for you, right? I just use the numbers in your username to do a quick numerological calculation for your answer, okay? And your tarot card is the 2 of Cups. Let's work on the romance first. Let's work on the connection first, right? 2 of Cups up there. It's not out of the question. I'm not just pulling rabbits out of hats, right? You will find someone that you will want to marry. 123987, you will get married. When is a matter of cosmic disillusionment. Okay? Time's relative. And it was so cool about the Legends of Tarot program when we talked in March about the Ides of March and how time was a construct, because Easter, like, those ding-dongs, they didn't know how to tell time. And it was mangled because they assassinated Julius Caesar because they were starting to figure out that Easter, the spring equinox kept falling further and further back into their records, or what they thought what time it was. And they killed Julius Caesar. They were going to kill Mark Antony too. And it's a good thing they didn't, because Mark Antony escaped and he went to Egypt, and they went out with the same that Ferdinand Magellan was using. They were trying to figure out the celestial mechanics and watch how the star moved so that they could get a more accurate sense of what's going on out there. How long is a day? How long is a moon cycle? And they didn't quite get it right either. It wasn't until Claude Ptolemy came along and was like, because we in the New Age, we celebrate our New Year at the when the sun transit Aries, or the first new moon in Aries. So that's when it was meant to meet. And Claude Ptolemy, he really had it dialed. He really had it nailed. He was the sleeper in the and then the whole Gregorian thing, with the Gregorian calendar, they screwed that up badly. Like a leap year day and a weirdo daylight savings time thing, so that we could all, that was more of a technology instituted thing. Like they needed to, because there was newspapers and stuff, right? And the fact, and now it's gone even further, but we don't really need, it messes with our circadian rhythm. We don't even really need, it's kind of a rip-off, the daylight savings time. Nobody's compensating that hour of my existence. Why am I going to live it twice, or why do I lose an hour? It's dumb. It's ding-dong. So the time is relative, 8675309. It's a mental construct. It's cosmic disillusionment. But I pulled the Two of Cups for you, so I think you will get married, okay? When your mouth is getting plenty dry, you've climbed the mountain. I'm so glad people are connecting in the chat. It's the whole reason why we're here. It's the whole reason why I'm full of mamble-bamble and ramble-bamble and stumble-bumble all day, every day, because we're live, right? It's got to be something. What mountain? Oh, the mountain that I climb. When I say I'm getting up there, when I climb the mountain, it's a metaphor for maybe I vaped a little bit too much and my mouth was dry, and I was soothed. My nerves were soothed by the vape juice. Okay. I wish you many blessings, Naomi. I wish you many blessings, Sun Gaia. Thank you for connecting in the chat with each other. Hi, Sophia. Hi, Sophia. Good to see you here. How feels towards me? How A feels towards me? You're a smiley gumdrop. Sure. How does A feel towards you? Let's pick one out of the deck. He's got a lot on his plate right now. I'm not sure he knows how to feel or what to feel towards you. I don't know if there's been enough development. Seems as though there's been enough time, enough of a connection for him, at least to have formulated an idea. But from a place of feeling, I'm not getting a sense that it's deeply rooted. It's very flighty. It's very up in the air. To think and feel about you, Sophia, is happening maybe when it suits him. Okay, it's not because he's not an authentic person. I don't feel he may be a very busy person. He may be a very flighty person, but it just might be one of those things where it's like, oh, I want a golden goose now, Daddy, now. I want to think about Sophia when I feel that the energy is right for me to think about Sophia, right? That kind of thing, right? Hopefully that little one card makes sense. We're not reading too deeply for anybody, but Sophia, let me put you down. Welcome to the beach party. We're not having this isn't the real program right now. This is the Legends of Tarot, but this is not the program. The program's already over. This is just us hanging out. Okay, that's what's going on. But I'm going to put you down on the list if you're not here already. And I've got to go and reconstruct this list of names, this line of names, the matrix of it, so that when we do the actual program, the Legends of Tarot Daily, we can get the people in an orderly fashion. Because I know your guys' time is also valuable, right? Mine is too. There's like days when I'm going to be like working coming up in spring and summer, and I'm going back to college. Yay, yay. Do you beautiful ladies think I could pass as a college kid? Maybe I could find love at school. Maybe I could do that, right? Do I have a literal beach? No, it's a fantasy of mine because I'm landlocked right up here in the north in the middle of Canada. I'm from Canada. That's why I don't say words properly, and I'm allowed to butcher names and not make sense of anything. It's my disclaimer. So no, unfortunately, I don't. I learned to surf when I was younger. I was down in Jesse's part of the world, Carmel, Big Sur, Huntington Beach, the Trestle Bridge, and UCSD off the beach. You know, just fun, cool places. Half Moon Bay, where I learned to surf. You know, that kind of thing. A Gigi, Spoony Gigi, Spoony Gigi. I live by Huntington Beach. Oh, that's cool. I had a college roommate from Huntington Beach. His name was, I'll protect his privacy, but his initials were CC. And his nickname was Chaos. We called him Chaos because like he was the most temperate, awesome, chill person until something set him off, until he got a bee in his bonnet. Then you want to look out. Chaos was unchained, and he rolled over people. That's why we call him Chaos. And there was a group of us in one summer. It was me, Big J, Skinny, and Chaos. And Big J, Skinny, and Chaos are huge, super huge dudes. They were big dudes, big and strong. And they hear me. I am the little scrawny Mo Sislak of the group, right? Just being like, go guys, right? Coastline College at CC. Yeah, that's cool. I'm going back to college too. And you guys want to know what I'm going back to college for? Do you want to know? Can I tell you? The Chihuahua with the pits. Yeah, exactly. Sorry, I'm full on hippie styles, hippie. Let me do some stretches, seeing as we're bringing attention to my arm hair, right? Sorry, and I don't worry about my pipes. I know they're not very big. That's okay. I'm doing heart chakra exercises. Okay. Thanks, Chanel. Thanks for still being here. Thanks for being part of the program. You had a dog named Chaos. First fur baby when I was 19. That's good. I'm glad it worked in synchronistically for the group, and other people are picking up on one or two word things, and memories and good feelings are coming up. That's why we're here. That's why we're doing it. So good. It really is. I'm going back to learn how to grow grass properly. And not dazed and confused grass. No, not that. Not Fast Times at Ridgemont High grass. Like real grass. I'm learning to go and because I have a passion, literal grass, because I have a passion for golf. It is my Zen place. It is my literal Zen garden is when I go to golf. Yeah, to grow grass, right? Because I could probably go and grow some grass and do a pretty good job at it, but in order to get the cool kid job, the one where I actually still have time to golf after I go and help other people have a nice experience while they're golfing, I need to have learned to grow grass. Plus, I want to go. I always had this dream, like I wish I could go back in time, and I thought, because like I always have this dream, like what was that Rod Stewart song where it's like, I wish I knew what I know now when I was younger. I wish I knew what I want to know now when I was stronger, right? That jam. And I thought, well, if I go back to school, I can just pretend to be 18, silly. And it would be fun, right? Not to fool anybody, but to feel it for myself. Maybe pretend for a little while, see who calls me out for my bullshit and who doesn't. That'd be cool too. But I have the whole experience. I'm hoping to be immersed in those days where I can experience it as somebody who's feeling 18, but has the knowledge and the wisdom of somebody who's somewhere else in midlife. And I'm going to guard my secret a little longer. It'll eventually come out how old I am. Some people will be shocked. Some people won't believe me. And some people will be like, yeah, that's about right. Okay, that's just about the way it is. But less about me, more about the chat, more about you guys. Where are you? How's the weather like where you are? What effing time is it even where you are? Not quite there, Naomi. Hi, Eleni. Hello, all the way over there in Ethiopia. How's things in Ethiopia? That's synchronistic too, isn't it? I just want to know where everybody was from. And the Lenny came back in the room, and I remember that she's from Ethiopia because I wanted to know what's going on. Oh, you're in New York. Sorry, I thought you were in Ethiopia. That's kind of contrasting. It's because of the Selassie. It's the Selassie, right? Yeah. I don't sweat the small stuff. Don't sweat the technique, right, Jesse? I don't sweat it. It's okay. You look 30s. Well, I'm a little older than that too. Naomi, you're slowly putting an end to my secret. And that's fine. The people that are here, they'll fall asleep and they'll forget. And it's okay. I wish I could share photos on here. Well, that's okay. You look very beautiful in your microdot, Chanel C. And I thank you for being here. So do you, Elena. You look very beautiful. Jesse, you're very beautiful. Gaia, very beautiful. Fireman, you're beautiful too, man. But you've got a different icon up. Your microdot is more abstract, and that's okay. That's okay. There's no rules here. This is Legends of Tarot. It's cool kids only. Do whatever you like, right? Be you, do you is the hashtag, right? Sophia was here for her question. Hope we connected, Sophia. Come back next time. I'll put you on the list so you can get a star next time you come to the beach party. We'll give you a star, okay? Right? Makes me think of Steven Tyler. Do me all night. That was oh man, he had some funny jams with Aerosmith, right? Sing with me, sing for the year, sing for my left and sing for the tear. Sing it with me just for today, and maybe tomorrow the good Lord will take you away, right? That kind of thing. Can you get on the list for a reading? Elena, yes, you can. You can. But we're not really doing readings tonight. We're letting people into the club, and we're acknowledging everybody in the chat for who they are so that when they show up next time, because the program for today is over. Legends of Tarot for Saturday is over, and Legends for Tarot for Sunday hasn't happened yet. It's cool that it's midnight because I usually tell everybody, right now it's 1:11 where I am. We're missing a 1, but it's still pretty cool. But right now I'm telling everybody, it's already yesterday. You just don't know it yet. Okay? That's okay. I'll pull a card for you, Eleni. I got a new deck, and I love how it looks. So I can pull one card for you for jumping in the room. Okay? Yeah. You got to cultivate before you can plow. Every guy knows that. No pun intended. It's a farming reference. It's a farming reference. I don't have any love, romance angels or love cards right now. But I did pick up this Akashic deck, so we can give one just to get in there, right? Putting in work, they used to say, right? Putting in work. I once spent an entire summer wooing and wooing from afar a very beautiful fellow Scorpio, and she did. She turned my neck. I chased her, and I hinted, and I subtly, and I pushed for a whole summer before I realized that she liked ladies. It was okay. We had a good laugh about it because I didn't know, and she didn't know that I really liked her because I was sending the roundabout signals. I wasn't even in her wheelhouse. She didn't even know about me, right? She knew who I was and stuff, but she didn't know, and because it wasn't a thing, like because she didn't look at men, so she didn't pick up on my signals. It was a little bit weird and confusing for me at time, right? But I put in a lot of work. Eventually, one night we drank a bunch of Jack Daniels and ended up in a furnace room together anyways. Just maybe she wasn't quite 100%, right? She's just super beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Like me. Oh, man, it does. It's late night. It's vibes. It's a kosh, okay? Eleni, normally we are very authentic, but normally we're a little bit more well-behaved than this, okay? You sent Ronnie 3 video messages going off because he didn't reach out to me today. I don't understand what he's doing. Okay. Initiation in the Count Saint Germain. That's a card I pulled for you, Alani. Isn't that? Just relax, chill out. The greatest of teachers won't hesitate to leave you there by yourself, chained to fate. Don't you remember that song? It was live. We're live. That song was live. And this card made me think of that jam. And why it is saying there is because all of today's authentic people that want to see you in a better off place, million tarot readers could be like, oh, don't worry, girlfriend. Don't worry, honey. Nothing's going on. But this particular card lets me know. You know what? To be honest, I don't know what it all means. But this is the one that's saying, listen to the part of yourself that says relax, take it easy, don't get too worked up about this, right? And when Ronnie pulls back or when he reaches out, you may just be in a position where you're being way too affected by it. You want to be, yeah, exactly, Jesse. Listen to your heart. The guy's up there is a figurehead, right? But what they see in him is a mirror. The wisdom and the intelligence, the benevolence experience, it exists in each one of them. You know, part of you is it with Ronnie, Eleni, and part of Eleni is with Ronnie, and it will always be. And it's tough for you to reach out and connect if there's too much thought form, too much white noise and interference in between of you. Okay? Ronnie looks like he was attending something today, right? 3 video messages, he's not responding, right? It's getting pretty late out there. If he's in Eastern Standard Time too, that guy's probably zonkered, passed right out, right? He may have been out socializing as well. He might have been at a retreat as well, or some kind of like sharing seminar where they were sharing knowledge. Okay? That kind of thing. Don't worry. Maybe tomorrow I'll want to settle down. Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on. It's pretty late to be picking up on daily. That's why we're not doing 2 in-depth readings. We're just pulling daily cards. So the message for that, right, Eleni? You know, share with Ronnie on the etheric realm if you can't be with him in the 3D, right? If you can't be with the one you love the one you're with. Who are you with right now? You're with yourself, silly. Love you right now. And that's good because that's what's going to get Ronnie hype for you, right? That's right. Looking at my Gucci, it's about that time. About time to start playing some Xbox. And that's fair, Chanel. Thanks for being here. Mow down some zombies in the Call of Duty or build a cool super fort in Fortnite and get some victory royales or whatever it is that you do, right? World of Warcraft. Yeah, and I appreciate you for stopping in the chat tonight. It's been great. It's been great. Okay. Straight in my day. It's a lot of psychic. Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Who knows, right? It's like, yeah, I avoid, too much topics of contrast and like hot topics. You know, it's like that 900-year-old basilica in France burned down, and we touched on it just very briefly, but it was like it's too current. I don't want it. This is the legends of tarot. This is not like who's gonna win vote 45 in 2020. It's not about that. Because that doesn't even exist in our wheelhouse, right? Oh, you're a fine girl. And the sailor said, Brandy, You're a fine girl, what a good wife you would be. But my heart, my love, and my lady is the sea. Right? That was from the Guardians movie, from Star-Lord, right? Hi, Lenny. Lenny, do you have to go? Yeah, it's late there. Okay, thanks for popping in. And we popped a card off for you. It's like pop, 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 pop. We're popcorn. Hello, beautiful Lauren Williams. Hi, can I have a reading? I'll write you down on the page here, beautiful Lauren Williams, to let you know and welcome you to our beach party, our little Zen garden we got on the beach. But we're not doing too much for readings tonight. The program is still coming up later today. The Legends of Tarot for April 28th. That hasn't happened yet. But if I get your name on your page and you come back and you get some stars, or you're early enough in the reading, you can go right up on the board. If you're early enough in the live stream, you go right up on the board, then we can definitely get you in there. We can definitely get some cards out for you. And my readings are like 4-card mini readings. They're not like full Celtic crosses, okay? And tonight we're pulling some cards for newbies and people we haven't seen in a while, because we're a good tribe like that. We kick it cool like that. We're like the two monks in the Zen garden, and the one said to the other, "Can I kick it?" And the other one said, "Yes, you can. You can. You can." Right? Beautiful Lauren Williams. Okay, Lauren. Yes, you can. Okay, that's really good. That's really good. Okay. Background music. It's copyright free. They told me I could use it. It's copyright free, so we can use it for more chill vibes, right? In case we get. Oh, is Jesse going? Oh no, Chanel's going. Good night, Chanel. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the huge contribution. Thank you for making the channel better. Thanks to the contributions, I was able to go out and get a big backdrop, and I'll be able to stay in candles and do stuff, right? Can't quite retire, quit my day job so I can be here with you all the time, which would be really awesome. But thanks for the contribution and the appreciation of us as of our tribe. We'll keep making things better. Maybe I'll get a better microphone one day, or computer, or maybe we can. I can pay somebody for some cool psytrance beats so we can play more variety, right? Maybe maybe I can get Spotify so I don't have to sing the same old songs over and over, right? But thank you for the contribution, Chanel. Good night. Good night. Thank you. All right. It's kinetic. The rhymes be electric. The energy be kinetic, right? Stored energy, moving forward. Getting past, clearing up stuck energy and getting it moving again. That's what's happening in these chakra centers. That's why I'm in love with these Hindu and Hindi symbolisms for the chakras, because you feel the energy and you want to get any stuck energy moving again. A return to spiritual health, emotional intelligence, and physical well-being. That's what we want. That's what we're doing. Okay? That's why it's good. We've shrunk it back down to just a tiny little group, haven't we, Jesse? It's just me, you, and the Fireman, and maybe Lauren Williams. I could pull a card for you, Lauren, if you want. And then, yeah, we're 2.5 hours, and it's getting kind of late. You know, I got someone roaming around downstairs that's up way later than they need to be. And I'm up late, too. It's okay, you know. Can't go in it on that level. Because, yeah, if everyone's peacing out, if the fire's dying down a little bit, well, somebody else, I'll stay with you till the last log burns. I'm like a good fireman, too. I'm going to douse twice and stir twice and douse 3 times, okay? Yeah, that's what, but if the fire's dying down, we can maybe go in and have a little nap and maybe dream even together, right? Our connection doesn't have to end because the stream ended. We're in the etheric, sillies. We might even just have dreams about each other, right? I have more lives. More than Mario while he's trying to go up and hit Donkey Kong with his hammer. More than Mr. Kitty over there in the corner. He's got 9. At least that's what they tell me. It's my intention to stream daily. I can't always, Fireman, but it's my intention to. It's a crown chakra day. I got some stuff I need to be responsible. I guess it's a minor level of stuff, but I should be able to fit in an hour. I want to run the program. So the answer is like we're at 90% yes there. Don't even have to pull a card. You haven't had a dream in a while? That's okay. That's okay. Fireman, yeah, if you want, you can hit the fire bell to know when we're live streaming, because I don't plan my live streams. I just go on and hit the button, and then all of a sudden we're live. It's just kind of like, it helps me get the authentic people there that want to connect first, rather than people that kind of wait with bated breath, and they're like, oh, I know he's going to be on at 7, so I come for readings every time, because it drives me nuts or reading for the same person every time. I don't mind it. Once every couple days, let the energy work and move, and then we read for them again. So I hit it very spontaneously. But be careful with the bell, because I don't want to hit the bell if you're making love by the dunes of the Cape at midnight, or if you're in a boardroom meeting, or if you're putting out a fire. You don't want your notification bell to go off. Oh, thanks, man. I like your foresight in me. You're here, you're intuitive. So, and thank you for your kind words. I hope what you say comes to be made manifest. I hope it does become successful. Right now, I like it that it's small. We're flying under the radar. If we went, and I do monthlies as well. So if say that you're a Gemini, or that you're Aquarius, you can go in and my readings for the month of May are up on my channel. So if you want like a bit of an in-depth reading tonight after the live stream, or while you're waiting for me to upload, you can go and check out your sign for the month of May. And please do go find a website where you can get your birth chart, and that'll let you know what your moon sign is, what your rising sign is, and where all the planets were at the time where you were born. But the piece of information you need is the moment that you were born. And birth certificates aren't always accurate. Might be a thing where you might need to call up mom if you can. If not, my heart goes out to you. But if you can, and say, Mom, do you remember, was it approximately 11 o'clock? That if you know the exact moment, you can be able to find out where all the planets were in relationship to the Earth and the Sun in the solar system at the moment you were born. And then that's what the astrologers use to let you know which planets are affecting you in which way, based on their positioning in the sky or which house they're in. Okay? I talk more about the sun and the moon and the earth. I like to stay grounded because that's what's closest. Venus is cool too. It's about the love, right? And Jupiter and Pluto, the gas giants still do their thing. Sometimes people go looking for Uranus, but you don't find Uranus. Uranus finds you. That's the way it is. Katrina Bina, hi. Sorry, I gotta be quiet. I get really excited. The topic is chilling. The topic is good vibes. Good love. Got to have good loving. Yeah. Better than having a Scorpio in Uranus, right? You have Uranus and Scorpio. We got to rename that planet. We have to rename it. And it's funny because the English people are like, Uranus. I'm like, no, it's pronounced Uranus. And it's still Uranus is still a gas giant, right? We're vibing. I'm getting a little silly. My intention was not to come unchained here, but we've been having a lot of fun, and we've been really connecting through the chat. And yeah, thank you for welcoming Katrina into the beach party, Fireman. Fireman's joined us he showed up to the beach party tonight. He was walking down the beach on a moonlit night. He saw a couple tiki torches, and he could smell some weenies. Jessica brought some weenies so we could roast them over the fire, and we've been having a good time. The stars are out. We're watching the moon reflect off the water or the low tide as it rolls back out into the sea. And that's what we've been doing. Gaia, hi. We had another Gaia here. Can you believe that? There were 2 Gaias here. Hey. Can you believe it? There was 2 with such a beautiful name. All right. And that's really cool. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for saying hi. We're not pulling cards because the program's over. And today's program hasn't started yet. So we're just hanging out on the beach. Thumbs up to you. Thumbs up for being here. Thanks. Throw some glitter. Pour some glitter on me, baby. Pour some sugar on me. Def Leppard. What was that? Hysteria, 1985. Yeah, we could have seaweed weenie sandwiches. Right, Jesse? A Twinkie wiener sandwich. I made you my favorite. Sorry, Jesse. If I say Jessica, it's because I have conditioned thoughts too. I'm sorry. Okay? Soon Gaia. Big popping explosions. How are you tonight? I got a new deck today. Were you here when we did the unboxing? It was good. It's a Akashic Tarot. It's really nice. And we're just a small crew. Campfire's kind of burning down here. And we're all thinking, well, where are we going to go next? Snap, crackle, pop. That's right. Tricks are for kids, silly. This is Rice Krispies. It's crisp, it's sharp, it's fresh. Subway, make it what you want. It's easy. It is quite relaxing. I need to tone it down a bit. I'm getting a little bit unchained, right? Between my decks, I gave away. I took a year-long break from reading tarot and being on YouTube, and I had built up a armada of like 7 tarot decks. And then I gave 5 of the 7 tarot decks away, and I kept my tried and true. I kept my Mystic Dreamers, which is a traditional 78 card tarot, like you'd find with Rider Waite or Robin Wood or the Gilded Tarot, any of the popular ones that most of the readers use. And I kept this one, the Dreams of Gaia Tarot, which is a derivative. It's an 81. It's got 3 extra cards, right? And it's elemental, which is why I like that, because I connect on an elemental level. I like that. I like that big 4, you know? It's a squaring. It's a benevolence contrast energy, right? And then I got this new one today, which is called the Akashic Tarot. Here, I'll show you the. And I should give the creditor, Sandra Ann Taylor and Sharon Ann Kringler, both of the ladies that created, illustrated, and wrote the book. Can't really see their names, right? Those are the creators. They both share in common the middle name Anne. So this is the Akashic Tarot by Anne. I'm just going to say it's Anne. Okay? Great to who you are, but this is about letting go of our egos. I don't need the ego needs a credit. I don't need the credit. We know we're beautiful. And we know that there are things that are more beautiful. And we're okay with that, right? Oh, and the dice? It's cool. Rider Waite is a great one to learn on. It's a great deck to learn with. That's what I learned with, and that's what some people who are very accurate readers, like Tyler from Tyler's Tarot that popped in here. You still see him read with Rider Waite and a lot of people. So it's really good. It's really good. It's like the standard. And I wish I had a series for you, Fireman, about what each of the cards meant, right? If the live stream does become successful, like you're predicting, maybe I will do a series of videos regarding that in the traditional 78, right? Yeah, 78 cards. Yeah, it's like the standard kind of. But, I got to a point with Rider Waite where it's like the backgrounds were too monocultured. That's not, I don't know. So they were one-sided because it was either like the background was bright yellow or light blue. There might be the odd card that was black or gray, like this 3 of Swords. But you see how this in the Mystic Tech, it's more painted up like a natural landscape, like the sun is orange and the sky is green, purple and pink and blue and orange, right? Like a beautiful sunset in Alaska or Cal. You don't see that. You might still see it in the desert, right? Okay. The sun, that card, yeah. The permanence. This is very Eckhart Tolle. Eternity cannot exist without right now, and right now cannot exist without eternity. So what mental constructs have we made for ourselves, or boundaries have we potentially put on ourselves by the limitations of the nature of time? What are we really reaching out for? What is the purpose of our spirit? We know we're here to progress spiritually and become better people, become better spirits. But what are we reaching out for? Right? Fifth, the fourth dimension is time, Fireman, because we can move through it, right? We talked about that with the Ides of March, the man-made. Yeah, you picked it up. You're right. I'm wrong. I shouldn't tell you. Yeah, the time factor is fourth dimension shit. Exactly, because we're 5D now. We're the. Oh, sorry, I lost my train of thought. That's okay. This authentic channel, authentic tarot for authentic people. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have 92 million edits in it. Just leave it as it is. People like that. They love the human feel. Look at your computer, your phone. It's not human, but someone on the other end that's looking at their phone or computer, they're human. Yeah, you can. I think that these live streams can be PVR'd. You might be able to do it now. You might have to wait till it's finished and uploaded. I'm not sure how it works, but you might be able to go in and do something with the PVR of it, like rewind it, drag the little red bar back to the beginning, right? And I have, if you're just wanting us to hear some chant after we go offline, you can watch the ones from yesterday or the day before. We're kind of carrying the same, live in Taurus energy. We're in the first few stages of Taurus before everybody gets maybe a little petty, maybe a little bit too focused on pentacles and finances. So fuck, what's up? What is up? I'm so happy to see you here. Sean Not Shun's here. Thanks for being here. Katrina Bina is here and brightening up the room. So I appreciate you. What's up, Sean Not Shun? Appreciate you coming back and saying hi. I'm going to write down your name on the paper so that you are an official card-carrying member of the Zen Garden Beach Club, Guy. That's what it is. Actually, it's Terrapin Station. And that's Sean Not Shun. Okay. And that's really good. Katrina Bina, I believe I have you already in the list. So I need to remember to give you a star. I can find your name. Make sure I have it. The name's getting long. I remember you when I see you over there in the chat and the microdot, but the structure of my brain is, that's why I have to have the Ace of Swords here. So I have to bring some little bit of structure to it. You're welcome, Sean Not Shun. Sean Not Shun. And Katrina Bina, I'm pretty sure I'm writing your name down twice, but that will help me when I organize it, because that'll help give me a star, because the way that it's structuring for the Legends of Tarot program is the people that come in and they don't get to have a free reading, I'll put a star by their name, so then eventually once they have 3 stars, they move over to the VIP section, so that we're sure that they get to jump the line if they ever catch us on the Legends of Tarot program when we're doing free readings, and we can put them on. And as always, if you really want to put the oxen to work, the super chat button is always there, but I don't ask it and I don't expect it. Some people like to, like Chanel out of the blue. Boom. Here's a fin. Go out and have yourself a fizzy bubbly. Go out, like the Ronin, not the Conan, the Borat, that guy, or no, one of those guys would drink the fizzy bubbly. Sacha Baron Cohen, I think. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get your woman on the floor. Gotta get up to get down. Gotta get up to get down. Right? Slide, slippity slide. You better be ready when the 5 roll by. Right? Yeah, Coolio. I'm gonna change my username to Hi Safak. Welcome. Thanks for being here. We didn't see it today on the program earlier. That's okay. It wasn't too busy. It was just right. And we were chilling. Jesse and I, we started the day on the beach, staring at this stinky old elephant who was like farting in the bushes and he couldn't quite get up, and we had to go give him a push in the right direction. It was out of control. Okay? And now we're here back at the beach at the end of the day after it's all said and done. And we're vibing out. We're hanging out with this really cool fireman that we got to know. This fireman we know, and it's cool. 007, there's the James Bond aspect to it. right? And Sean Not Chun stopped in. I got your name down. Hit the bell and keep rotating, popping in and out, Sean. We'll get to some cards for you eventually. We'll see this channel. That's why I love it at this size right now, because the people I'm connecting with now have a far better chance to stick out in my mind while we're getting into it. And if we ever get to a crazy point, if we ever were the size of like Tyler's Tarot or one of those successful channels, we might have to do a thing where we read for the signs and I give the chat back to you guys and the moderators. But I hope not, because I love this part of it, right? I love this part. Let innate do its work. Tarot's done its job for the day. We got to come in and chill and vibe and let innate do its work. Pisces in the moon. Two little fishies ruling the feet, okay? And to be honest, 1:38. I got about 20 minutes left here, guys. Then I'm gonna have to pull the pin. Then we're gonna have to say goodbye, not goodbye. Sorry, good night, right? That kind of thing. It's okay for now. We'll just shoot the breeze. I want to play the theme song to WKRP in Cincinnati so bad. I want to play The Littlest Hobo and the theme song to Cheers one more time, but I'm not gonna. I don't want to torture you guys. This music is nice the way it is right now. Gaia said so. If you're still here, Gaia, thank you. We got to do another cool topic tomorrow. I came late. Oh, don't be mad. Don't be sad. It's okay. You picked it up wherever the divine timing meant for you to pick it up. It's okay, because we're kind of at the apex. We're at the climax of our vibing right now. The movie's at that climactic point, and we're about to go into the denouement, where it's like we can chill for a few scenes. Bad guy's been defeated. We defeated evil for another day, silly. Now we can have our one-liners. We can be a la fromage. Like Jesse said earlier today, it's not easy being cheesy, but now we got a good chance, right? Yeah, tell me about it. Fireman, I had 4,000 subscribers when I took a hiatus. I took a break. And when I got back, I only lost about 200 subscribers. But when I started doing the readings again, like only 10 or 20 people were watching. I was like, what the heck? Thousands of people used to watch my videos. Now like 10, because the algorithm or something changed. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I'll just start at the bottom again. It's no big deal. I'm strong enough. I can do that. I got enough will. I love your personality. You wouldn't love it if it didn't exist in you. That's my way of saying thank you. You enjoy, you appreciate what already exists in you. Okay? It's cool. All right. It's just about time to say goodnight, though, everyone. It's getting late. It's getting late. My hand's off. I'm going to have to get, like, something literally to, like, bolt my hand to the table. So I just stop waving incessantly. It's weird because I do it when people leave the room and come into the room. But maybe I need to accept that, that might just not be the best use of my energy. Okay? Yeah, catch you next time. Catch you next time. We're winding down. Jesse, Katrina, thank you for being here. It's really great. It's really great. Yeah, Jesse's great, isn't she? The topic tomorrow is going to be the same as the topic today. Let's just be. Let's find happiness, okay? Let's just take it easy. All right. It's very late at my house, and my peoples are going to sleep. People I share my love with. It's bedtime for us. Okay? Maybe, just maybe, we can have a wiener roast at the bonfire another time. Good night, fireman. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping in, and welcome to our tribe. Welcome to our tribe. Okay. Good night, Naomi. Thank you. We'll see you in the morning. Good night, Katrina Bina, and good night, Jesse. Love you all. It's April 28th now. Program's coming later today after we have a little nap. Okay? Good night, everyone.